I'm first. Woohoo!
Bruh.
Hello, chat. We are prepping. We had some technical difficulties at the beginning here. I heard the disappearing meow. I did not hear bruh, and I did not hear first. But I want to say congratulations to Stella for claiming first. I'm not sure if anyone else heard it or not. I'm gonna test this.
Hi!
Okay, it's working. Hello, shika shika. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. We will be starting shortly, where we're just working some extra things out. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Maida. Thank you. Presently, we are all level 3. Level 3, level 3. Here's some of the regulars that take place in our campaign. If Stella somehow becomes a regular, we will make a page for Stella's character. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the rest of them.
Who is
Wait, what?
Z-Ray?
Doki just realized you're Jean, Z-Ray.
What? Yes, I am John.
And we're live.
So last we left, our wonderful J crew and their new associate Severa had figured out the riddle of the unicorns after they were unable to get much from Diana Cloppington,
I remember that.
and they
100%.
I'm glad.
they found out that there is a trio of hags who are the ones who have taken over the Feywild and have done something here at the carnival, and their agents are active here in the carnival. One of whom they are aware of, which is Sowpig. They were given physical descriptions of the other agents, but they have not encountered any other agent. The other agents' descriptions were a almost frog-like short creature that wears tattered brown rags and has limbs that seem to be too long for their torso. And the other one is a shadowy figure that wears a crescent moon mask. They have not encountered either of these other two. They have encountered Sowpig, however. And aside from that, they have gone almost everywhere in the carnival. They were informed by Kettlesteam that the heist is seemingly a success, further reinforced by the fact that Mr. Witch was having some issues and summoned Mr. Light in a fury shortly after the Big Top extravaganza. We have visited almost everywhere, save for the Feasting Orchard, the Gondola Swans, and the Dragonfly Rides. That being said, you have 2.5 hours. No, you have 1.5 hours until the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. How would you like to spend that time?
What were we supposed to do was the problem. I don't remember. Like, we had a goal set in
You're
mind.
supposed to confront and essentially bend Mr. Witch and Mr. Light over the table with the fact that you now have their watch.
Wait,
Okay. Yeah, so
Hang on a second.
we're supposed to go and meet not Traker. I don't remember what the
Kettlesteam.
name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The mime dude, right?
But that was supposed to be after the Big Top extravaganza.
Correct.
Or sorry,
No,
the crowning
after
of the
the
Witchlight
crowning.
Monarch. Right.
Oh, okay. After the crowning.
Because you're not going to be able to talk to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light at length until the carnival's over for the night.
Gotcha.
Right. But there was something going on.
There is the Feasting
What was it?
Orchard and the Dragonfly Ride still.
The feasting orchard?
Oh, we gotta find a hand.
Is that what it
Yes.
is?
Yes,
Thing.
you found that Severa's hand had been stolen by one of the hags.
Yes. This.
Spirited away by, you were informed that it was specifically Bavlorna Blightstraw.
Wow, what a scene.
Arlona Brightstraw.
Bavlorna Blightstraw.
I remember Pavlona. She is the one that does not like the Vidashin.
Yes, she is
That
the
is-
one who
Mhm,
is allergic
mhm.
to Widdershins.
Definitely not how I spelled
Does-
her
does
name when I
someone
wrote down
just-
my notes.
Does someone just have that on their person?
No, Vidashin is a direction. It is,
Yeah,
Oh.
the opposite of Dosil.
yeah, it's anti-shin, I believe.
I don't know what Dosil is either.
Anti-counter shin.
Yeah,
My
anti.
God.
Duke is visibly confused.
Severa will do like a little clockwise or counterclockwise spin.
Oh, right. Okay.
But wait, according to who? Because depending on the way you look at it, it's the opposite. So if you just do it in front of yourself,
You watch for
she
the
sees
visible
it.
pain. You watch for visible pain. If you're spinning in one direction and she just stares at you in confusion, Clearly, you just go the opposite direction, and then it's
Do you
not
think
so
that
great.
half of us could spin one way and the other half could spin the other, or does it cancel
Wait,
out?
wait. Maybe it's counterclockwise around her.
Yeah. Like
So
a
we need to
hula.
run and spin?
Yeah,
like Final
you run and
Fantasy.
spin. You do
That would definitely be something to see.
Clock spots. Spread.
Oh no.
Stack.
Spread.
Damn it, Sab! If you put 14
Tank
into this,
buster.
Wow.
Shared tank buster.
is the shared tank buster Jack and Sean?
Yes.
I'm not even the tank. Ow.
Jean. Jack just picks Jean up, so Jean holds the shield over both of them.
Just puts down a crispy Jean. Thanks. Pats him on the head and runs away.
I'm just making candles.
Coconut says hello.
Okay,
Oh,
so Diana thanks you, and she says, "I'm sorry, I have to reopen the ride now."
Oh, right. We have to get off of the ride where we're just kind of just standing on the carousel.
Well, she shut it down for maintenance so
Yes.
that you could get your information.
I pat one of the carousel horse. I don't know which one I'm standing next to.
Oh, you also haven't ridden the mystery mine.
Oh yeah, that's right.
man, it's got mystery
Is
right
it
in the
mystery
name.
mime?
Mystery mine all the way down here.
The mystery
south.
mine minecart ride.
All the way down
There
south.
could be anything in there.
So here's the question: do we have enough time to go to each of these with the time that is remaining, or are we gonna have to?
The gondola swans takes an hour
no,
by
we're not.
itself.
We're not doing the gondola swans.
But
No.
But
I mean, you can
but-
solo it, but
Juke, the tasting orchard, it's right there. And John's just salivating.
well,
all
first off, it's the feasting orchard.
I want to taste
actually,
everything. All right, listen here, Tay.
wow, we're
so
getting
Diana-
weird already. Wow.
Diana does say that the feasting orchard has a cake eating contest,
oh, that's right.
and there is a prize.
Oh, shit,
Cake eating?
gonna win the money.
Free cake.
All the cake you can eat until you explode.
Free cake for a year is a really different number depending on the person when you think about it.
All right. So we're going to the feasting orchard.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go eat.
I mean,
Let's
you've
go
been
to
here for
eating.
6.5 hours.
Sounds good to me.
Well, Jolene ate like 20 apples, like a
That's
whole.
true.
Oh, yeah, It's a little scary.
like an aspirin, she takes them. Like,
So- As you approach, music and mirth radiate from the park. The heady scents of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air. You see that there are stilt walkers who are garishly dressed, and they are delightedly plucking fresh fruit from the trees in the orchard and tossing it to carnival goers. Musicians are drumming, piping, and strumming. There's singing, dancing, and an ungodly
Bruh.
amount of custard everywhere. Just unspeakable amounts of it.
what's
Don't
this, a
even mention.
Culver's?
Don't. I
Ah.
just said don't talk about it.
Oh,
Jesus.
Too much custard.
I mean, Deuce already said bruh, so
Everyone's gonna look at her
Apologies.
alchemy jug and just make sure all the corks are still in there. I do not think I opened the mayonnaise.
You also
That's not mayonnaise.
you also, as you are stepping through, see that there are swings dangling from some of the fruit trees in the orchard. Most of them are occupied. There's a handful of halflings, gnomes. Some of them are playing instruments. You're quite an eclectic bunch, but you don't draw as much attention as you normally might, being here at the Witchlight Carnival. But people still turn and glance to you, notice you.
Noticed me, a giant Goliath woman? Nah, man. Anyway, I'm gonna eat.
Did
a
you have
whole
to-
thing.
did you have to duck to get through the little archway that goes into the orchard, by the way?
I don't know. Did I have to?
Where are my dice? I need those.
Oh my gosh, I need those too.
No.
Ah, we are so prepared for D&D.
All right, let's randomize who it's gonna be.
Wait, what?
Okay, perfect.
One gets killed.
Jean.
Oh, sorry, Sean.
Come on.
As you enter into the feasting orchard, one of these people who's sitting in a swing strumming a lute locks eyes with you.
Uh-oh.
A bright smile alights on this gnome bard's face, and she changes the tune as she continues to watch you, waiting until you make full eye contact with her, and then gives you a wink.
Wait, you said she was on a swing, like hanging from a tree, or
Yes, hanging from a tree.
Jean will look over and kind of his eyes go wide, and just immediately run over towards her.
You run towards the person that winked at you?
Yes.
Man, he is just getting caught in some trim every time we go out.
Did
Who would have thought?
did they just get tranced?
She is currently sitting on a swing that is hanging from the branch of a pear tree.
Oh,
Jean runs towards her.
That
She
seems
her
the opposite.
her smile
I mean,
broadens as you do.
I'd be scared if some dude just started running. at me.
Jean's about like 10 feet from her and like still rapidly approaching.
Oh, the tree.
And he walks right past and goes straight to the tree.
Yeah.
And gives an eloquent bow. It's like,
Oh,
ah,
no,
glorious pear tree. Good day, good night, good evening.
dude.
I'm not really sure what time it is. But
Her
Hello.
rich, warm laughter echoes out good-naturedly, even while some other
God.
people snicker and point towards you.
That was gonna be terrible for her.
I almost-
Eh.
I almost forgot about the tree thing. I was like, oh wait, she's hanging in a tree. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
as soon as Jean stands up,
With the tree?
Jean stands up and
Don't
like
ask.
brushes off his coat, turns around, immediately blushes, and like partially hides behind his shield.
Now she starts to sing a little song in a language that none of you are familiar with.
I'm familiar with.
But it
three
sounds
languages. It's impossible.
it sounds pretty, it sounds lighthearted, it sounds fun, and it's very short. Sounds more like a children's song than anything else.
Hot cross buns.
It's about now that you, Jean, since you are close to her, you notice that she has a very large albino frog the size of a large house cat
Whoa.
sitting mostly in her lap on the swing.
Oh. That's definitely not something you see very often.
And she looks to you, Jean, and she says, "Are you enjoying the carnival, love?"
Absolutely.
I do.
Pardon my enthusiasm for greeting this absolutely magnificent pear tree, and he looks up at it. I don't believe I caught your name. I'm Jean.
Get a
Pleasure.
room.
No, don't. I want to watch.
You can
Take a room out of the tree.
Whoa.
Actually, yeah, do it. Don't get a room.
you can call me Ellie. Eloic, if you must be proper. What brought you to the carnival tonight?
Hookups. You can be honest. John came looking to
is the
hook up.
rest of the party just like
Staring.
watching from like around like a bench or something, or like around
Oh,
like
no.
a tent, like heads stacked, or are they just like out in the open staring?
Out in the open staring.
Yeah, that's-
Several,
They all just like walked up. They're like your semicircle posse behind you.
Several like pulling on like Jolene's side, being like, "What is with the tree?"
You know, it's you really got to get to know him, and you get it when you just get it. You know, you don't have to explain it when you know him.
Oh, I'm
100%.
Am I close
I'm
enough
here with
to
my
ask
friends and
this?
just pointing back towards the group.
She looks at all of you.
Wave.
Her grin widens and she goes, "All 6 of you made it, I see.
Going
Well, you're
turns.
right where you
1,
need to be."
2, 3,
Counting on her
4.
fingers.
The
Take
crunk
the boots
moment.
off.
I've heard there's been some do-gooders going around the carnival.
Some what? Dukas?
Do-gooders.
Quite a
Where-
show put
Oh, a
on.
do-gooder.
Quite the show put on from the Pixie Kingdom.
Ah!
I must confess, I caught the climax of that one.
Did you?
Quite impressive.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
was a
that was-
journey.
That was a thing. I'm sorry. Are you? I don't know. Are you a fair hand or a?
She has a
She-
hand?
She laughs at that, and she reaches back and she unfolds her butterfly wings that show she's a guest.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And she goes, "No, I just found them flapping a bit too loud when I was here on my swing."
Ah.
I trust
Would
you
it-
found the accommodations of the carnival to your liking.
They're quite extravagant. In fact, we have wandered around for so long, we are absolutely famished. Hence, here we are.
And you found enlightenment from the mime and the mermaid.
Uh-oh.
John's like kind of has a confused look on his face. In a way,
And you did a little bit of maintenance over at the carousel, I saw.
John is now looking confusedly back at the rest of the party.
Make
She
it-
locks eyes to
Oh,
each of
no.
you. She's got a big grin on her face.
Insight?
Still strumming on her lute. Go ahead.
guidance.
There's a little red flashing light on the top of John's head that's
This
bleeding.
is not my insight
stranger danger,
character.
stranger danger.
Ooh, I got a
Sounds like kind of rats,
19.
Like, is this your fault?
Did I do this?
I think so.
Did you ask her if it's her fault?
No, it's just the expression on her face.
So with your
Not really
19 in
done.
insight, you
I had guidance, so I guess I could have added a D4 to that.
do you want to?
I'm a free D4,
Only thing
right?
I'm good for.
I add a 1 to that.
Her amusement seems genuine. You can definitely tell she knows more than what she's revealing.
Oh, she was more like
Feeling.
the insight was more because I was like, why does she know everything we've been doing? I was like, have she been watching us this entire time? type
And you
thing.
couldn't figure that out from an insight check.
But no,
but she
but I'm
definitely
saying-
seems to know.
No, I meant like insidious or
You sense no malevolence.
okay, that's what I was going for.
You know,
And
after the extravaganza, I heard there's quite a kerfluffle. All kinds of ruckus going on over at the staff area.
Yeah.
You got
Hmm.
things in hand amongst your own selves, though, don't you?
I start checking for my possessions.
She laughs at that. And she goes,
wait,
I'm
Wait,
a
wait,
bard.
what-
I'm a
what did
bard,
she say
lass, not a
again?
thief.
No, it's more of
Do you all have your hands about you? Is that what she said?
wow.
There is a
Oh, I
wounded
don't-
expression.
This is some ableist bullshit.
Utterly stricken.
Oh. Dear, don't worry. You're right where you need to be on your path. You're well on your way.
Okay.
She knows.
Is there anything we can do to help you while we're here? Or is
Help
Well, she's
me.
clear-
You're
she's
already
clearly a
doing
singer.
it.
we are?
What's
Of
what's her name?
course.
Did we get her name?
Ellie.
Ellie.
What she say was if you gotta be
Ellie
upfront
Wick.
about it. Ellie Wick.
Yes.
Ellie Wick Wittershins, you say.
She, she laughs at that. She says, "Oh, no. Sounds kind of similar, though. Tumblestrum, if you must know.
Did you decide?
But
your
anyways, of course
profession? Never mind.
I've been keeping track of what you've been up to. You did accept my invitation, after all.
wait
What?
to the Witchlight Carnival.
Are you the hired person? Are you our benefactor?
More or less.
Do you know
That's
what's
certainly
going
one
on
way of
with
looking
that,
about it.
Record scratch.
Was it a prince that we're looking for?
It was. But this
Yes,
is way
that
more
was
fun
that.
than
That was the original quest that sent us here. That resulted in us coming to the Witchlight Carnival, looking for the missing prince.
You'll find the prince where you'll find her hand.
Oh,
Mm.
in a bag.
In a bag?
Whoa.
She like looks in her bag of holding.
Not your bag.
Oh,
Not,
oh.
not your bag.
Your other hand.
Your other hand.
Well,
Anyway,
she did
can we
ask
go?
us to lend her
Gee.
a hand, so
Don't say yes to that because that's how they got her.
I'm looking forward to
I
writing
mean,
a song about you, though. So I hope you won't disappoint.
Well, I hope.
Wait,
I hope
wait,
we
is
don't
this- is
disappoint
this-
either.
so we get that she was the one that gave us the tickets, or rather put our names down on the tickets. Was she the one that gave Acquisitions Incorporated the job offer?
Difficult to say. She seems to be implying that it might have been.
That she got some paperwork to back it up.
I mean,
Might
you're the
just keep going.
documancer. Ask her.
That's what I'm asking. Where the paperwork at, baby? 3
Who can
stamps,
keep-
bureaucrat?
Who can
way.
keep track of such things?
I
But
can.
what I do have,
I'm doing it right now. Just standing here, keeping track of all these papers. She strums all the papers in her book. See that? Easy.
I'm
Anyway,
afraid I don't have the affinity for such as you do. My talents lie elsewhere.
Oh, swinger, right? Motions to her swinging.
She grins and she goes, "That's certainly one way you could describe what I do."
That's right. Anyway, I'm out. So
Peace.
She laughs and she goes, "I think it's in good hands. So, pardon the phrase, dear.
never did
But
you hear that?
since you weren't originally in the proposal, I did think I'd at least go ahead and hand you this." And she takes a pouch from where there clearly was no pouch in her vest, because when she pulls it out, it's fairly bulging, and you would have
Magic
noticed something
pocket.
in her vest if it had been that big. And she casually tosses it to Severa.
Is it your hand?
I open it eagerly.
It is not your hand.
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh, well, if it's money, you could just give it to me to hold on.
It
to
is
for
a
you.
bag of 50 platinum coins.
Oh,
Oh.
That's
And
enough to
she
kill a man.
says, she says, 20 of that's yours. The rest is theirs.
is that for taking the job? I don't even
That's-
remember anymore.
That's your advance payment, so I don't have to deal with that Krutok fellow again. He's got the rest.
Krutok has dealt with some
He's an
crap.
he's an
Love the-
experienced.
Love the train, by the way.
We've been working on it.
Well, to be fair, we personally have not been.
We
working
as
on it.
a group, the J
We found an
crew.
unstable power source and we handled it unsafely and got it home.
Yeah.
you what?
We almost we destroyed a
got
train
it.
station or two.
Oh yeah, we have a train. It
Can you-
doesn't move, but we have
Can
a
you
train.
show me? Could you show me your lead box, by the way?
How? What? See, now you know too much.
How does she know this? How?
You
I
had
don't
an
know where
office.
that is. We kept that at the house.
Oh, Miniphus would love if that were the case.
Pockets the money.
Ooh.
Well, you don't have hands, but you're about to not have any arms if you try to run off with all that damn platinum.
No one can tell me now.
I have
The
no
box, if you-
shoes.
The box, if you would.
Do
You
we
still have your
that with
torso,
us?
I think.
You do have it with you.
Who has the lead box?
You just pull it out. It's D&D,
It-
baby. I'm like, oh,
It was
shit,
in. It was in one of Jolene's bag of holding. I thought.
Okay.
Just manifest.
I got like
Just
8 of
whip
those.
that thing out.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, look at this. I've had this the whole time. 100%.
She looks at it and she takes a moment, and you see her twirl a loot pick between her fingers, and it takes you a moment to realize that she is very subtly casting a spell.
She has the pick of destiny.
And as she does, she goes, "You'd best hold on to that, or I'm always willing to take it off your hands. For, say, 10 times what I just gave your friend here."
Wait, about the thing we have in there? The thing we don't know what it is, right?
Oh, I
Box
thought you
and
guys
all.
identified. I thought you guys identified it.
No, it's something we couldn't figure out. Is that what she's referring to?
Yeah.
If there was ever more of a reason to keep it, I haven't heard it.
No, but you
We're
understand
just
how
gonna
much
put this
platinum is,
back in
right?
the box. Back in the
I'll pay you 10
bag.
times what I just gave her for the box. Or
That's the box.
you can
not what's in it.
return your shares of what I just gave her, the 30 platinum coins, and I'll tell you what the box is and what it does.
Shit.
So wait, so
Ooh.
she's saying, here's money, or you can pay me and I will identify it for
She's
you.
offering you 3,000 gold to
Oh,
just
God.
outright. Actually,
We're
no,
level
5,000
3.
gold to outright buy it.
Oh god. I would
Or-
throw up if I had that much money.
Or for
Yeah.
300 gold, she'll tell you what it is and what it does.
I have 14 gold right now, guys.
Before
Right.
they make the decision, Several is going to take a 20 platinum and put it into a pocket.
This is mine. Nobody else can have it.
Yeah, what the hell?
I need to see how much money I have on me right now.
I will literally have to stab someone if they taking my monies.
Would you like to know what
Hearing
it
that,
is?
she will quickly give the bag to Jolene. Shove it into her breast. Here, take it.
Where did you shove it?
Into your
Wherever I
chest.
could find. Yeah.
Oh,
Wherever.
Keep some money anyway. It's just an endless pocket of coins in
Oh,
there.
it's the sweaty money. Ugh.
Well, it just holds on so well, so you really ain't gotta worry about it. It's the problem with a coin-based economy. I mean,
How are you so broke,
So, would you-
Jolene?
Would you like to take me
I'm
up
a
on?
wizard. I gotta.
Would you
pay
like to
for
take me
everything
up
I
on
do.
either of the offers?
Gosh,
Hmm.
because we did try identifying this, but it just didn't work or something, right? I
Yeah.
forget the.
Of course it wouldn't.
Why do you have to be so mystic and cryptic?
Yeah, but I want to know, but I want the money. So I want.
That's what
the
happens
money,
when
the
you've
money's fine.
experienced what I've experienced.
Actually, do you mind if I take a look at this box real quick? I've
Just
distinct
don't
with
open it.
Items. Why not?
So it is a lead cube that is
We're
about.
basically holding like what we think
It's-
is like
A black hole.
fissionable material in a
It's like
lead box.
Yeah, it's like a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot lead cube that is very heavy. So the lead in it is very thick.
Yeah,
We-
I just
We're
been
worried
carrying
we're
that
basically
around.
walking around with like the demon core.
There doesn't apparently seem to be any way to open it. There are no latches, there are no hinges, there are no cracks in it. It appears like it is a lead cube, other than the fact it doesn't weigh enough to be solid lead.
How much is it weigh?
Are you gonna make me
Yeah.
come over here
I'm
and
gonna-
try and
Hold
calculate
on.
how
Not
much?
that
Nah,
much.
I just
It
got
weighs a
20
lot.
platinum, right? So I can.
30 platinum,
Oh, we each got
300 gold.
No. I was asking. We each got 20 platinum, correct?
No, you each got for the 4 of you, there's 30 platinum. Severa did not get paid at all because Severa was not a member of your crew. So Severa got 20 platinum to themselves.
Okay, so we each got what? Because now I have to fix my. I need to fix my total now because I just added
About
20
seven and a
platinum.
half. 7.5.
Okay, I'm
Seven
just
and a
gonna-
half platinum.
I'm just gonna delete
So
the 20
for that
platinum.
30 platinum, I'll tell you exactly what it is and what it does.
How can we believe you? Can you just
Why
tell us
would I
anything?
lie? I could, but I wouldn't.
Would you?
No, I
Insight
wouldn't.
check. This is gonna be good.
Oh, you can't put half platinum.
just be 5 gold. 7 platinum, 5 gold.
I got a 16. I only got a -1 on my insight.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Damn it.
You know, if I had to take a guess here, normally someone would not charge you for something that they are willing to pay more to take from you, unless they are pretty sure that you will pay them to tell you what it is, and then you don't want it anymore.
But if
know.
it's cool, I want to keep it, you know?
Why would they
Well-
charge you for only 300?
Well, I sort of like them.
What of? Why?
Besides, they can probably use it better than I can. I'd be giving it to a friend anyways.
They?
She gestures
They
to
do
you
notice.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So what should we do with it, hypothetically?
You're trying to get
Well, you should give
information
me
without
you should give me
asking.
300 gold to find out.
Shirley, like, snaps her fingers, thinking she was clever. She's like, damn,
She laughs. She
man, I
hops
got
down.
you on the ropes.
She hops down and she says, "If you change your mind, I'll probably be over here for a bit, but if you're planning to enter the contest, enjoy. Just, try not to throw up.
What flavor is it?
The cake eating contest is custard pies.
Oh,
Custard cakes.
oh no,
Is that good for horses or no?
no. I'm
You
not
look
a
like you
horse.
You
But
look like you
no.
could you look like you could hold a few in you.
I don't think my
You wouldn't-
constitution
you
would
wouldn't
allow
She
that.
gestures to
Half of
herself
it.
being a gnome and she says, "As you can see, I've no reason to injure myself."
Hey.
I only have a
Get
con
down
2
on-
bonus here. It's not gonna work very great for me.
I'll get on her level, so I basically lay down and I'm just on my elbows, kind of holding my head up.
If you're trying to sweet talk me, I'd love to hear it as you're handing me the 30 platinum.
God damn, why is it going Someone make this decision. I cannot,
You
in
know,
good conscience, spend that much money.
I mean, personally, I have about 350 gold on my person.
Cool. What?
Yeah, because I don't spend it. I hold on to it for special occasions. Like
You're not a broke
these-
wizard.
I'm not a broke wizard.
You could try other
I mean,
checks as well.
I do have, performance and such.
I don't think performance would do it.
No, I'm saying I make money.
But persuasion, might help you.
Yeah, but that would be great if I was
Or
a
you-
sweet talker. I mean, I've
We
got
don't-
the
we don't-
checks for it. I can do
we
the
don't know
check.
Yeah,
anyone
you are a
persuasive
sweet
here.
talker. Just roll the dice.
I just rolled my dice off of my desk.
I heard you just like yeet it into non-existence.
Yeah, it's non-existent. I do not see it. I don't know where it went. I need to find it. I'll be back.
You threw it so hard it turned into just its constituent atoms.
It's called I
Sever-
missed the dice box and it flung over the top.
Well, I mean, you have to find it because that's the roll that sticks. There's no other roll than that one.
Mm-hmm. What are you rolling?
Persuasion, I think.
Just see if we all die right now instantly.
In the meantime, can I knock on the outside of the box and like poke around and tinker
Sure.
and try to figure out anything about it?
Sure. Give me a artificer tool check. So that would be your intelligence bonus plus your proficiency bonus on a d20.
What's my proficiency right now?
It's 2 or 3. I think it's 2.
If you're
right
level
now.
3, it is plus
It is
2.
2. Yeah.
So plus 6.
It takes 2.
22.
Fantastic game. With your 22, searching this all over, what you're able to glean is not very much. This is something that you think you might have heard of, something similar. It's some form of like incredible power contained within this, and that the box is the only thing that keeps it from destroying the things around it and or itself. But that there's some way, based on the fact that you find in your minute observation, while there aren't any hinges or any ways to open it, there are some slight tool marks on it. And these tool marks are enough for you to tell that it needs to be slotted into something.
Classic.
Oh.
But you have no idea what it could possibly do.
I see.
You don't know if it's a weapon. You don't know if it's a power source. You don't know if it's something else entirely.
But I can tell that there's something amazing inside. And probably dangerous, right?
Oh, it's
You
definitely
can tell that
dangerous.
there is absolutely something dangerous inside.
I'm gonna
Well-
use right tool for a job and pull a crowbar out very
Don't
quietly
Oh,
don't open it. You will get us in trouble.
Well,
and just kind of tap.
why does
it on
everything
the
taste
outside.
blue?
As you start to do that, Eliwick was
Back off.
talking to Jolene and was about
flirt.
10 feet away from you. As soon as you are about to touch it with the crowbar, there is no perception of her movement whatsoever. She is just suddenly holding your wrist.
Whoa.
Like,
Jeez,
she is
that
just
doesn't move.
instantaneously not at the other spot. There is no magic cast. There is no movement to be seen by any of you. She is just 1 second and she's in a different spot.
Oh,
It's just
where'd she go?
time stopped us.
And she's holding your wrist and she goes, I'd really advise against that unless you're keen to kill everyone here. She says very quietly.
Well, hey, if
Not
you
that
want some
bad.
money,
Why are you people
Well-
saying such a horrible thing?
Well,
This is
they
some kind of
wouldn't all
bomb.
they wouldn't all necessarily die instantaneously, but they definitely die shortly after.
cool.
Oh my god, it literally is a demon
There,
core,
there is
isn't
your
it?
hint.
14 plus 7 on persuasion.
What are you trying to persuade her to? Because
See what?
she's still holding your wrist that has the crowbar, Severa. And she's like,
So before
She's
any
like,
of our party members accidentally get us killed, can we maybe renegotiate the price on identifying exactly what this thing is?
well, I'm thinking if you're this careless with such things that maybe I
Oh.
should just take it anyways.
Never will throw the crowbar away.
Just throw a crowbar in the feasting orchard.
It just disappears. It's a magical
It just
item.
disappears. Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
hear a scream.
Ah!
No!
Oh,
There was no
oh,
murder
it was
weapon.
just a trick! Ha!
It was a run by
Honey, they're throwing fake crowbars over here.
Sever, do another one. Do another one. So it's not weird.
Crowbar.
Eliwick like pats the top of the box gently, and she goes,
Boom.
I suppose for 25 platinum, I'll tell you what it is and what it does, and how you might use it without killing yourselves.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I can just pay for it myself.
Okay,
So
25 platinum or 250 gold.
Well, I have a
200.
dog in this race too, so I will chip in 5.
okay, so 20 gold on my
20
end.
platinum
Okay,
or 200 gold.
I'm on 200
Severa's
gold.
shipping in 5 platinum,
So
so that's 50 gold.
Okay,
So yes, 200 gold
200
on your side.
200 gold.
Okay.
Please do not confuse me further.
Okay.
Okay.
So after you give her the money, which she tucks into that vest pocket and it's gone. It's what's known as a dimensional displacement device.
Oh, look at that.
Oh no.
They're highly coveted and highly guarded, and I'm not really sure how one came to be here.
We blew up a train yard. I mean, not
I
on
mean-
purpose. It blew up after.
It
You
was
found
accidental.
it abandoned?
It was in an
Yeah, it's like
abandoned
wait,
train
lunch,
car.
lunch.
They're incredibly powerful. They allow you to pierce the veils between the realms.
I mean, well, we knew all of that, but what's something we didn't know? Like the minutia of it.
Well,
I'll do open
whatever you do, never open it because it'll just
No.
open a rift that will suck everything in around it and deposit
Oh.
each and everything that comes through it into a separate, different, randomized plane of existence.
Oh,
Um,
no.
And I don't
Oh.
just mean the material plane and the ethereal plane and the astral plane. I mean completely different pockets of existence across, well, I don't know how much any of you know about this, so don't worry about it. What it can allow you to do if you can control the power, though,
Oh.
is to visit wherever you wish to go.
Oh my god.
You can see that the
Ooh.
box is made to contain it. And she points to the little tool mark she noticed. Someone has ensorcelled it so that in the right manifest container, it can channel it to open a rift and sustain the rift for long enough for something quite large to pass through. Since you said you found it in a train
Train?
yard, I would assume that was meant to be one of your trains.
Like your train? You have a train. It doesn't move, right? You need to plug it into your train and then it will go zoom.
I mean, if we wanted to leave this plane of existence, yes.
Well, like in Back to the Future, where they fly off with a train, that could be us, guys.
Back to the What is Back to the Future?
What is
It's
Back
a
to the
book.
Future?
Don't worry about it.
The book. Okay.
A novelization of a.
Sometimes
I will
sometimes you can go ahead. I don't read. Sometimes, if you're able to calibrate it right, you can get it to jump across your own plane.
Hmm.
And you trust crew talk with this device?
We don't need.
I never
rails,
said
we're
that.
Going.
I trust the lot of you.
Well, that's
Maybe-
even
maybe-
sketchier. TBH.
I'm gonna take that device and put it in my own baggage instead, because I do not trust Jolene to be holding on to that anymore.
Just
You know,
whatever you do, never try. As I said, never open it unless you're intent on being scattered across the plains.
You know, there could be a good time skip arc.
yeah. I want to visit the MCU and see what's going on.
I think they mean more like we'll get torn apart, as in there'll be fractions
No.
of ourselves in different areas.
No,
Being
no.
taken to pieces, it is not so bad.
It's difficult to explain what could possibly happen with a dimensional rift.
Accurate.
There's a lot of possible options. You could be torn apart. You could be split into multiple versions of yourself. One time, someone I knew got split into 8 different versions that were all color-coded and only held sway with a single emotion of theirs. It was very annoying to deal with.
Oh man. So you telling me there could be a cowboy Jolene out there somewhere?
What?
Is
Is
she
there
Probably.
in a
another
cowboy
Severa with
hat?
hints? I could take
Yeah.
him.
Whoa.
You can just get your own back.
Yeah, we can
Oh.
just make you some more hands.
Anyways, I believe our business is concluded. And just a word of warning to the wise.
Or is she
Cap-
staring at when she says this?
All of you.
Oh, she thinks we're wise.
She says, I'm fairly certain I know where you'll be going to recover your hand and your prince. So, just... There are 3 rules to the place. You must know them. But I only know 2 of them, because I've not been myself.
We're listening.
The first is the rule of hospitality. If a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home
Kill.
or your camp, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until they prove by words or actions undeserving of your hospitality. This
Right.
goes for everyone in the land. Finally,
Hmm.
there is the rule of ownership. You must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. To take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime and is unforgivable breach of etiquette. The other rule
Well.
I know the name of, but I don't know what it means. The rule of reciprocity.
Oh,
Good luck to you.
These are rules
Repre-
applying to this place?
No, to where you'll be going.
Oh,
And
got
she
it.
gives you a wink, and she
Oh, out of
tosses her loot
curiosity,
to her back.
What college are you in? Hard college.
Ah,
DeVry.
when you get to be Damn it.
All right, I'm just gonna log out. All right, guys.
Give yourself super inspiration.
I'm gonna waste that. You just watch.
She said. She's. Damn it.
We broke
I
the
think I need
DM.
75. I need 75 platinum pieces for
Psychic
that little
damage.
ditty.
The DM is taking psychic damage. She goes, "Oh, I was wondering what kind of rules and such this realm fell under. So you're under the colleges, are you? Well, I studied at a very prestigious school, but it's definitely not one you've ever heard of. Perhaps if you get that core installed, you'll eventually make your way there. Maybe we'll cross paths again."
Spelljammer.
It's definitely the college winter hold, guys. I mean, let's be real. Wait, was that Skyrim or Oblivion? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Skyrim.
College winter hold.
That was Skyrim.
Gonna have one magic
And she-
spell, and I shall be the biggest one in the camp.
And as she walks away,
Hmm.
she says, "Enjoy your time going hither, thither, and yon." And
You're
with that,
going-
she just ceases to be there. She's gone. There's no magic. There's no movement. She's just gone.
Guys,
She's a
you all saw
dimension
that,
traveler.
right?
I saw
Everyone
that.
saw that.
I saw it.
We need
Yeah,
to
make
teach
sure
her.
She's
Sure.
got my
cleaning
money.
frames.
I saw it.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping on those candy apples I ate last episode.
So on to the.
Sever's gonna like wave her
yes.
hands where she used to be just to make sure she's gone.
She is gone.
Ugh.
You're stop.
Sean?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Sean.
Jean looks over and he's already got a candy apple in his mouth. Huh?
But you were doing a cake eating contest.
He's warming up.
Don't
Don't mess with his method.
You don't look like the kind of person that would survive custard pie eating contests.
All right.
Why not?
You hear a
You're
big
a
bell
little
ringing, and
right?
you hear, "Last chance to enter the cake eating contest."
Oh fuck, we gotta go, man.
Oh,
I got
no.
something to prove.
Oh no.
I shall enter, and I tap my staff 3 times and enter the area.
All right.
Ooh.
Can I also join?
I will also
Yes.
enter.
I do not. eat that
Absolutely. And
actually.
everyone who enters, they punch a hole in your
Oh
ticket.
dear.
Oh God.
Oh, my ticket. Ow.
In your ticket.
Ow.
So
Cat
I
cheating.
need the con score of everyone who is entering.
I don't remember how many ticket holes I have left.
You have enough.
Yeah,
I
we
have
all-
enough for doing all of the
Like-
things but the Gondola swans.
Yes.
You
Okay.
need total con or modifier?
Just total con.
14.
15.
14.
Look at this. We're some conduct fellas, man.
Sever
All
is
right.
fine.
So
She doesn't
everyone's
contest.
entering.
Means free food.
Oh.
They start seating you guys. There's only just enough seats left. They go to seat Jolene, and
Wait. A minute.
the table's just so much lower than you, and like it's like these low bench seats.
Oh,
that
fuck.
you have to stick your legs all the way across. The person across from you looks up at first, being like, "Who kicked me?" And then looks up even further to see you and goes, "Sorry."
Hey, it's quite
And
all right,
they
darling.
scooch to one side.
Yeah, they scooch. I take a little extra too. I give him a little bump on my hip. I'm like, hey, you watch out. Interrupt my
Juke, they look at you for a moment and they look at the bench and they say, "Do you prefer to kneel, lay, or do you want us to get you a centaur throne?"
Dear no.
Centaur throne.
Centaur throne. We
No,
got
no. We are not. No. Just no.
Centaur throne.
No.
Centaur
No.
throne.
I will kneel. Thanks.
Okay. So you kneel at the end of one of the tables and they say, "The rules are simple and as follows. You have 1 minute, 60 seconds to eat as many cupcakes as you possibly can.
Ooh, cupcake.
Cup of cake.
And they start bringing out platters, these big, like, giant carousels of cupcakes, and setting them on the tables all over.
Question.
And yes,
Do they have paper on them?
no.
Okay, good.
Rappers?
So the wrappers, that's what I was talking about. Do they have paper wrappers on them? Okay, good.
So they say, when I call the mark, you'll begin. When you see the dancing lights shoot out of the wand for a second time, you'll stop. They are magically enchanted so that we will know exactly how many you have eaten.
The cupcakes are magically enchanted?
Yes, of course.
They're
Magic
magically delicious. Come on.
Otherwise, we'd have to have paper wrappings on them and count all the paper left behind.
Who wants to do that?
I mean,
Humans?
I'm honestly kind of glad there wasn't paper on them because my initial plan was to eat it paper and all.
So as you look at these cupcakes, you see that they are small glazed cupcakes. Each seems to be filled inside with a dollop of berry custard, and then on top have just a little glaze of icing and a small raspberry on top. And this is how this works. A contestant can swallow a cupcake in about 3 seconds. And you can safely eat, without any rolls, as many cupcakes as 3 plus your con modifier. After that, the checks begin.
Oh god.
3 plus
Oh,
your
I'm
con
looking at-
modifier.
I'm looking at
After that, we'll
5.
begin making saving throws and seeing how much custard damage you take. So, we're going to very quickly just make ourselves a turn order. It doesn't really matter.
I'm slightly concerned about the custard damage, especially if we maybe
Don't
get
worry about
into combat later.
This is just to see when you pass out.
Pass out from custard damage.
Yes. So, the contest begins. In the first round, all of you cram down 2 cupcakes in 6 seconds.
Nice.
In the second round, you all get 2 more cupcakes.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I've now eaten 4 cupcakes.
Yeah.
How many other
In the
people
third
are
round,
competing?
everyone gets through a 5th cupcake. There are a lot, and I will be
Okay.
making rolls for them afterwards. You all get through your 5th cupcake, and Severa gets through her 6th cupcake with no issue.
Oh,
Hmm.
Everyone else needs to make their first con save. So I need a con save from Juke, Jack, Jolene, and John.
Con save. What are those looking like?
15.
21.
15 is good.
16.
17, 18,
Good.
19.
Good. Good.
Oh, put the
Are-
number of cupcakes on the turn order.
Our DC is 10. We are currently at 6 cupcakes for everyone.
Cupcakes.
Death by diabetes. Diabetes. Let's go.
So now, I need everyone to roll me. I just want you to keep track of your failures. The DC is 10. Everyone roll 2 con saves.
23,
Let me know if anyone
or
has a
22.
failure.
Oh,
You have to get
21.
nope.
You said a
John
10,
2
right?
failures.
15.
I rolled
13.
a 9 and a 4.
No!
So, John takes 2d8 custard damage.
Ah!
Shit, that's a lot. That's a
So-
fucking a broadsword, man. You get killed.
So, John, you have taken 8 custard damage out of your 25 health.
Oh no, it hit
Okay,
your
you're a
sensitive tooth. It hit your
John is-
sensitive tooth, John.
It's more that
John's
you're
doing that thing where
cramming
he's
them
like,
in, but
he's
you're
like
just
holding
starting to
half a
get full.
cupcake.
Yeah.
He's holding half a cupcake and like there's parts of it falling out of his mouth. He's like I'm good. I just need to breathe it.
All the candy apples.
So you still manage to eat them, but you're starting to get full.
He's
I'm-
not doing too hot.
Another set of 2 rolls for everybody.
Oh god.
And we'll take.
What's
2
the
D8
DC on this?
damage?
Still 10?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
Okay.
actually high. You know, I'm a wizard, right? I have like 16 HP, so.
I got 20.
I'm good.
14.
I'm
I
good.
got
2
a nat 20.
successes.
A nat 20, then you only had to make 1 roll this turn.
Oh, it was the second time. It was the second turn.
Okay. Well, then you only have to make one roll next turn. Did anyone fail?
What is it?
No.
Still 10?
Still 10.
Yes, the DC is 10 still for right
I
now.
failed once.
Succeeded.
Okay.
I rolled a
No, I
natural
rolled a
1.
9.
Okay, that's
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, you're gonna
my
use your
inspiration.
inspiration?
Yep.
Okay. So, Jillian, you take
No
6
success,
custard
no
damage.
failure.
No, I messed up. It was 9. I just looked at the dice. 9 plus 4 is 13.
Okay. So we are now at 10 cupcakes each, and our DC gets harder.
Nom, nom,
Oh,
nom,
no.
nom, nom, nom,
That's a
nom.
lot of cupcakes.
We are now at a 12 DC.
Oh god.
I need con saves again.
I got it. 18.
Oh no, top
19.
table. What is
One
it?
failure.
All right.
Got 2 12s. Is it up to 12 now?
It is at 12, so you succeed.
Okay. Woo.
16 and a 12, so success.
All right. So Severa.
13.
All right. So Severa takes 5 custard damage.
Oh my gosh.
The custard.
You can use
No,
shield.
the custard has betrayed me.
Can you shield custard damage?
See, if,
No,
if
you
it's the
cannot
custard,
shield custard damage.
if it's the
Can I use
custard,
absorb elements? Absorb custard?
No. You do
Can I-
see somebody next to you faint and fall
oh
off
my
the table.
gosh.
Can I,
Oh,
can,
Oh,
I,
man.
can I home gang the custard?
No. Next saves.
Living Dead?
The
That's-
DC?
Oh no.
It's still 12.
I got a 7.
What are we doing?
9 and
One
16.
failure.
One fail.
Another
Two
set of 2
failures.
saves. Okay.
Battles.
So
One
for
failure.
everyone, all right. So for everyone who had 1 failure, they take 4, and Severa, you take a
Oh.
total of 11.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Custard. Oh, it's coming
Okay.
for
All
me.
right,
you-
so we're taking
Okay.
damage like it's actual damage, right? But it's not
It's
really
not-
damage.
It's not real damage.
Okay,
This
but
is
I'm just changing
Yes,
my
just
HP so
change
that it's
your
there.
HP to keep track. Yes.
Can I use cure wounds to cure the custard?
No, you cannot cure custard damage.
Okay.
D&D
so-
Beyond needs to
It's like it
fix the
shares
overlay.
its penalties with necrotic damage.
Can I
Oh god.
use
Still make you
stones
taking
of
the major
endurance
hits.
to not take damage?
All right. Your first roll this round is a DC 12. Your second roll is a DC
No.
14.
God.
Is that true for me too, since I didn't have to roll for one of them?
Oh, did you get a nat 20?
No. I was just asking because I didn't have to roll the first time around.
Oh. Yes, because you still have eaten the same amount.
So you said
Okay.
what are the DCs?
The first one is 12 like it has been, and then the second one is
Okay.
14.
One failure.
12
It was the
and
first one.
14.
All right.
If our
Dying.
first roll is a
Dying
nat
skew.
20,
Yeah,
do we need
first
to
roll
roll
is
for
nat
second
20.
roll?
If your first roll is a nat 20, you get a free win on the next roll.
Okay, so cool.
So anyone who failed 1 takes 2 custard damage. Did anyone fail both?
Are these
All right.
is this a new round? Then
Yeah. Everyone has gotten to
Please,
16 cupcakes.
Jesus Christ.
DC is now 14. 2 more
Oh.
rolls.
No,
More than half the time has elapsed. You
please
start
no.
seeing people drop like flies.
No
Want
failures.
that money.
So first roll. So that first roll
No.
last time was a 20.
Yes.
So I need to roll again now, correct?
Yes, we're on a new round. So I need
DC
2 rolls. DC 14.
What if your second
Oh,
roll is a
that's a
natural
fail?
20?
Then the next round you get 1 free roll.
Yes.
And success. Fail and success.
Help, I'm dying, Squirrel.
The custard damage is coming in slow right now. So anyone who had 1 failure takes 2 more custard damage.
I'm worried
So
custard
many
damage is going to start ramping up.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna.
It's like toxic. You take double damage
Oh
in
god.
each round.
We're at
We Dark
18
Souls
now.
Uh,
You
did
see
eat
that-
them?
No, we're at 18 cupcakes eaten by each
Oh,
of you now.
okay. It's like, ooh.
You see that there is 3 people who are still going strong and don't seem to be having any troubles. There
How
is
much time
a
is left, by the way?
less than half.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, we're halfway through and have eaten 18 cupcakes.
There are only 24 seconds left.
God.
It's a lot of cupcakes. I'm getting memories of Orion High School Host Club times.
There is a minotaur who is just knocking them back. There's a treant who's eating them, and you're kind of
That's weird.
confused.
That's very weird.
You're kind of confused whether a treant can even take custard damage.
Tree Bear is a cheater.
Compost now.
Just turns to fertilizer. And
You
then,
want to kill that guy? Is that what you're saying?
and then
No.
you see that the other one who is eating them is Dear Legrand, who has the 2 children from earlier passed out on their back.
Wait,
Sugared up
Dilagon's
the children.
participating?
Let's go.
Dear Legrand is like 10 feet away from the table, but you see cupcakes mysteriously floating through the air and then vanishing, and you see Dear Legrand sitting there chewing.
Oh my
I
God.
lock eyes with Delagrand.
When you do, Dear Legrand sort of grumbles a bit and says, "I'm not actually competing." Snack break.
Snack time.
That cat can dig some custard cupcakes.
I need another round of saves. If you rolled a nat 20 on your second one last time, you do not have to roll but once this time.
20.
What's the DC?
It is still 14 right now.
Oh, ooh,
Ooh, 20.
okay.
Ooh, first one 20.
All right. Any fails?
Nope.
Thank
Got a
you,
14.
Dolomite.
14.
All right.
It meets it beats.
That's true. We have 20 seconds left of our competition.
Oh, God.
20 cupcakes, 20 seconds. Let's go.
Or 18, I guess, if it's one round.
You realize that you've been eating them faster than anyone thought possible. You've been eating a cupcake every 2 seconds, practically, instead of every 3 seconds. And you are all in the lead because you're eating them faster. Unfortunately, that means the
Oh.
DC is harder now.
Stop.
Oh no.
What
Mercy.
happened? I didn't see chat. Chat is closed.
DC 18.
Oh,
The
Jeebus.
DC.
God.
Oh no.
You only have to make one roll each round, though.
Okay, success.
Oh, why would you do this to us?
That
Roll the
was a
22.
4.
Oh, success.
20. Not nat, but still.
Okay.
21. Natural
So
19.
Cupcake Crew?
All right.
Cupcake crew.
So
Stay strong.
the fail gives you 9 custard damage, Juke.
Yep.
Oh. Even one cupcake could be fatal now.
Yeah. As a heads up, I
You
have
realize
12.
that as you're speeding up, you've gotten to 23 cupcakes.
Oh gosh.
You see that the Minotaur, the Minotaur notices this, and he's now just trying to grab other people's cupcakes too, trying to stuff them in his mouth. I need another round.
Okay, dice. Don't fail me
Oh.
now. Can
I
I
failed.
give
I'm
myself
rolling-
bardic inspiration, or is that
I'm
against the
rolling
rules?
this one.
11.
You don't have time to give Bardic Inspiration.
Fail.
Oh my god, I made it. 19.
7?
7 custard damage to
Oh,
those
I'm
who
still
fail.
hanging on.
Then perish.
Sean's not doing too hot.
The Minotaur has got the fat sweats.
He's too much macaroni sweats.
After eating too much Korean barbecue, let's go.
It's like the meat sweats, but it's so much worse when it's the custard sweats. This is the final round
Oh,
of
no.
checks. You're all at 26, but you're reaching your limit.
I have 2 health left.
What's that DC?
DC 20.
Oh, I got
Lord.
2 HP. I will die for sure if I take a custard damage.
Roll your
HP
checks,
dice?
or you can bow out.
That is a
Hell
big
no.
old 9.
I'm going for it.
8.
Failed.
In it to win it.
Oh wait, do I have inspiration? I might seriously use inspiration.
5
No.
custard damage on the fails.
I haven't had
Bye.
inspiration for a while.
Sever dies.
Severa,
How much damage?
with a mouthful of custard, you feel the gray closing into your vision.
Very bad. I've
Everything-
eaten my last.
Everything starts to wobble, and all of a
My
sudden,
hand.
all of a sudden you feel yourself falling.
Oh,
It's like when the blood creeps in on like video games, but it's just icing.
Yeah.
what was the damage?
5.
5.
Oh, I'm still in it.
You know how it says like the you died in Dark Souls? Instead it's or like wasted in GTA. It's just mentally you have the image of creamed. And
John has
the
one
Minotaur also passes out at the same time.
Oh,
They look to you, and 4 of you are still there, and you are the only 4 still seated at the table. And they say, "Oh, this has not happened in weeks. Lightning round."
oh,
Oh,
Fuck.
God. Wait, wasn't there a treant? What happened to the treant?
You look at the treant, and the treant has taken root.
oh God.
Oh,
He appears to be a tree now.
Jean lifts a half-eaten cupcake in salute.
Wait,
Good tree. You fought valiantly.
All right,
you don't have to
this
greet
is-
the tree.
He just
this is a lightning round. The way this is going to work is entirely based off of your constitution rolls here.
Only a 5
As you just eat as many as you can, I need a con roll plus your bonus. Just tell us the number, write it in chat. Whoever gets the highest wins the competition.
What do you mean
God.
con
Or is
roll
it a
plus
saving
your
A
throw,
con
or is
save,
it-
con save.
Oh,
Just roll a
okay.
save and whoever's the
Sorry.
highest.
No, I got a
Con
16.
save.
Oh, 11.
18.
15.
So Juke had a 15 and Jack with 18. So as you're going, Jean, you feel the same thing happening to you. It's creeping in. You fall.
Oh, God.
Another valiant warrior.
Slow motion cupcake tumbles out of the hand. John flops over sideways out of the chair.
Juke, it's a good thing you're kneeling, because if you had been standing when this
I
happened,
just do the horse
I might
flop
have-
over.
or like the legs go stiff, you just fall straight over.
Doves flying from behind.
Jolene, Jack, you lock eyes with each other. Cupcake, 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 cupcake. Jolene, your hand starts to tremble.
Wait, I'll use my inspiration to re-roll.
You're gonna use your super inspiration that you just got.
Oh,
My
do I not have
God.
regular still?
You do have regular inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm competitive enough to waste it for some petty shit like this.
Okay.
When you meet eye contact with someone, man, you got to throw down. You got to go hard.
It's like being at the stoplight, realizing I got this. Sure, they're in a
Jolene's hand
Lamborghini and
trembles.
I'm in a Supra. I got this.
Her hand trembles. She makes eye contact, and then rolled like a 12. Jolene lost.
Jolene tried to find that second wind, but Jolene is not a fighter.
No.
Jack, how do you celebrate your victory?
Well, at this point, I mean, she's been like shoving them into her open mouth, kind of like in the PNG, like Pop Cat. Just like low to the table, like just shoving them in. And she like looks around and realizes that like everyone else is out. She's got probably like icing on her fur. She just kind of like still kind of hunched over the table, just kind of like raises her arms up. She's like, woo! She's got
With a
kinda, like,
mouthful of
a
cupcakes.
mouthful, yeah.
Yeah,
A
you
slow
got a woo-woo
clap
going.
starts.
Woo woo.
People who were not part of the competition start standing. Give you a standing ovation. Jack, your final count of cupcakes is not only the highest for this round, your final count of cupcakes at 54 cupcakes
What frick?
Whoa.
Dear
is
God.
the highest, not only of the day, but of the entire tour of the Witchlight Carnival on this plane of existence. Let's hear it for Jack.
Yeah, can I get a hell yeah?
Are we still unconscious or are we conscious now?
You're being roused. A helpful hand is coming around, and they are touching you with a wand, and
Oh.
you basically no longer feel the incredible fullness. You do feel pleasantly stuffed now.
Woo!
That's the best type of stuff to be, if you ask me.
All right, fix your
And-
HPs.
And Jack, they hand you. Have you ever seen those like tiny little like one bite takes it all cupcakes?
I think so.
He hands you this
What?
gilded wooden box that has 3 of them inside. And
What
says-
kind of rude drug is this?
and says, "Your prize. If you eat one of them, you'll find a wondrous magical effect, perfect for whatever mischief you wish. But you
Anything?
must eat it
Hot
whole." No, each of these miniature cupcakes functions exactly like a potion of invisibility.
Oh, nice.
Hey, it's the
Because
mystery.
you beat the weekly record, you get 3 of them instead of the usual 1.
Okay,
Okay.
don't forget those are magical ones. Because you just may be hungry one night,
Oh yeah.
and then you're going to eat that, and then everyone's going to be like, man, have you seen Jack? And you're just like, dudes, I'm right here. Like, we can't see you, dude. You're gone.
Or
Magic.
just gonna hear the
Magic.
ghostly voice and be like, "Oh, I can still hear him."
I
I
do
miss
get
that cat.
snacky.
Magic is some hella preservatives there. Apparently. No
Did you have to go
expiration
bed?
date. No
No?
expiration date. I'm saying it's cupcakes. They're
So
cupcakes
with that-
magic.
With that, somehow, you have spent almost an hour between talking with Eliwick and doing the contest and getting yourselves cleaned up a bit.
It
And
was
it's
the
30 minutes
longest minute
before the
of my
crowning.
life.
You said we'd have enough time to do it all.
You have time for one more attraction, the Dragonfly Rides or the Mystery Mine. You can decide that while we take our short break for about 10 minutes. We will be back for the last bits of the carnival and seeing what trouble we can get into beyond.
How
Cool.
could you? Okay. Break time. That's the right one.
Say that. There you go.
I was like,
See you
no, we're
next
not done.
week.
It's like, no, we're
See you
not done.
next week.
I acquired a cupcake. A mini cupcake. But a cupcake nonetheless. Question for chat. Is it strange or is it brilliant to eat Cheetos with chopsticks? Go. I said, is it strange or brilliant to eat Cheetos with chopsticks? It doesn't have to be Cheetos any either. It can just be any sort of potato chip that has powder that tends to get all over your fingers. Okay. I understand the idea of using a fork and a knife with a candy bar, and it says whatever helps to reduce the mess. But then you have to wash dishes. And I don't know if it really helped you save from a mess. Yeah, you can have the trainer chopsticks. Okay, now we're back. Wait, we're not back on the screen. Now we're back. For real this time.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, and definitely not anything else.
Uh-huh.
No, we're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Please send help. They have kept me tortured for these past 15 minutes.
You don't need help. You need acceptance in your heart. That's what it is.
I've been given so many cupcakes.
Yeah,
And
cup-
other
Can somebody
kinds of things.
cast? Can somebody cast
Diabetes.
instill Stockholm syndrome?
yeah, I've been doing it secretly with my subtle meta magic on everyone.
Isn't that what's
Perfect.
in the cupcakes?
Well,
I mean, it's a Fae thing. They could totally fill a cupcake with Stockholm syndrome somehow.
it's like those jelly beans of all flavors. Like, oh man, I got Stockholm syndrome. Dang.
The diabetes.
You just almost made me choke to death because I was taking a drink when you
Oh,
said.
it's fine.
Oh, dang.
Can't tell your friends.
Also, so Cherry asked a very good question about the Fae. And I wish I asked when we were on break and chat didn't get zoomed upwards. Do you mind asking again what it was? It was about Unseelie
type of
Court
fairies?
and what kind of fairies are in the D&D verse, the way that we do Fae in here.
Assholes. Right?
Can you
It's
really
jerk.
call them a-holes?
I
It's
just
a
did.
mix.
What are they gonna do? Come at me? They're not real. I am. That means I win.
It's
What?
pretty much a mix. Like D&D. D&D itself draws from all sorts of different sources. So the Fae in the Feywild generally can be drawn from whatever sources you wish for whatever story you're trying to tell. You can tell a happy-go-lucky whimsical story. You can tell a we like to lure children away from their parents and then turn them into our slaves kind of story if you want. You can go full-on horror, and you can go, careful what you wish for kind of thing. It's
That's
really
what the
just
question was.
up to what you want to do with your
in
session.
that world, what are they closer to?
Well, I can't
Guess we-
tell you that because you're
guess we
about
gotta
to
find
find
out.
out.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh, dear.
With that, you have about 30 minutes. Do you want to try and go on the Dragonfly rides or the Mystery Mine while you have the
Right.
time?
The Dragonfly
Can we do the
ride
bit-
is just zooming around looking at things, kind of like the
Correct.
bubble, except much faster.
Bubble?
Right. So you weren't there for that adventure. The bubble pop teapot, which is what
Yes.
that bard was talking about. And I did
Yeah, it's
notice that
cool
you were
as shit.
confused. So, Sevra,
Yes.
Jean is bowing at trees because that gave them extra ticket punches. It was a deal made with the Fae. I forget who else took that
Definitely
thing,
not
but
me. Yeah, right.
I
is it
remember
give-
Jolene did something, but I don't remember what the contract was. But it only lasts for the duration of the
Yeah, you get
Carnival.
it for free.
That's right.
Oh.
But the bubble pop teapot. So we were over here in the Pixie Kingdom. Let me
Mhm,
ping
mhm.
over here. So we were teeny
Hanging out with
tiny,
Hamtaro.
and we were hanging out with I don't remember what his name actually was, but we were hanging out with Hamtaro. My character would remember. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was
and-
Hamtaro, like in lore.
Before we became
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yeah, it was
Thank you.
Biscuit,
It was
that's right.
Biscuit. Before we became buddy with
Candlefoot.
thank you.
And
They
Kettlestein.
tried Kettlestein. They tried to sabotage a bit of the carnival by removing the big giant peg that keeps the
Very
Ferris
clever.
wheel attached. So we went for a joyride on the Ferris wheel that was now a giant hamster wheel on the run, and we decided to chase down Kettlestein, who decided to try and hide away in the teapot, and instead we rode up the teapot.
Yeah.
And
It's pretty dope. You
popped
should
his
have been
effing
there.
bubble. We popped
pretty
his effing bubble, and we brought him down with us. And
Killed him cold blood.
Okay.
he's not dead.
You have had
No
a
one
very
fucks
exciting
us.
time here.
It was
I've
very
just been
exciting.
interrogating people.
Yes, there wasn't as much interrogation going on with our group, except with him. We definitely We definitely had some words with them.
Yeah.
I see. Is that what they said?
No.
I think
What'd you
so.
do to them?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they could. I'm pretty sure they could 100% mimic that sound.
Oh.
I thought
5
if you-
more of your 30 minutes have
No,
passed.
we're rocking to the
shit.
mystery mine.
Thank you
Okay,
very
you're going to the
much. I'm
mystery
glad it took
mines.
No time. We were able to walk and talk.
We're able to do what?
I see that
walk and
Severa.
talk.
Walk.
I see that
Okay.
Severa has a specialty in the school of conjuration magic.
Oh, you know Gift of Gab. That's a great one.
So as you guys get to the mystery
Yes.
mine, there is outside of it
By the way, Stella, if you don't know what
dwarf.
that spell is, look it up right now. You will love it
I'm
forever.
looking it up
just
right
like
now,
a
don't worry.
wizard. And he says,
Just a dwarf.
"Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the mystery mine." He has very bushy eyebrows, which he waggles excitedly. He has a pointy hat that is clearly not the proper fit. And he has a giant clockwork contraption shaped like an eye that flicks between everyone who walks by. Behind him on the ride, you see that mine carts laden with fairgoers, propelled by magic, trundle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth.
Oh
The
my
carts
God.
reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, and excitement. Welcome to the mystery mine. Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the mystery mine. Would you like to ride the mystery mine carts through the mystery mine?
I am
Can
so
you
sorry if Sab is getting.
Stop saying
Hey,
mystery mine.
what was the thing called?
It's the
No,
mystery
don't
mine. You
stop.
can come to the mystery mine, unlock the mysteries of your mind in the mystery
And
mine.
what can you
right
do in the
behind
mystery
me.
mine?
Ride the mystery mine carts through the
Joey's
mystery
eyes
mine.
bleed.
Do you ride the
Bleed
car or do you
tears.
mind the car?
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop this.
We're getting raided.
Enjoy your ride in the mystery mine. On the mystery mine carts, where you'll unlock the mysteries of your mind.
And we're gonna get them beans on the mystery mine.
Hey, that's.
I don't
fuel.
believe there's any beans, but perhaps, if that's what's inside your mind, the mystery of your mind in the mystery mine.
Can I kill this guy like literally in character?
If you would like to, I will support.
I'm gonna hand him the destruction box we have and just like shake it up and throw it at him.
I'll throw a crowbar too.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for
Okay, let's go.
Wait, before you go on the ride, I need to punch your tickets.
I'll give him a ticket.
And you need to gaze into the all-seeing eye.
Those aren't your eyes, right? Please, God, no.
No, my clockwork eye here. Of course you don't have to, but then you won't truly unlock the mysteries of your mind inside of the mystery mine.
Hey, do you have a clockwork eye?
He holds it up. It's a giant, like, clockwork eye, like the size
Which
of
is
a
a big
beholder, some
one.
central eye.
I was excited. I thought you had lost an eye.
Kind of.
Have I? He blinks his eyes independently.
Well, I was hoping.
You were hoping he was blind in an eye, or he was just missing an eye.
I'm looking for company, you know. It is
Well,
it is
you can-
odd.
You can
Well,
just
there'll
make
be plenty
friends.
of that once the carnival's over, young lady.
I'm gonna look in the eye.
Oh,
Okay. Is anyone
What
else
did you
going to
mean?
look in the eye?
I'm
gonna
gonna
put
look in
some
the
dirt
eye.
in your
That
eye.
sounds trippy, dude.
Okay.
I'm dumb enough to do it.
Jean? Juke?
No.
Jean?
Sure, John will do it.
Juke.
Okay, everyone
I'm
but
gonna-
Juke.
I'm gonna peer pressure Juke. Like, come on.
Everyone
know,
but
fool.
Juke. I need you to send me on Discord in a private message the name of a creature your character fears.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh, that's easy.
You can use multiple creatures if you wish.
Put mine in there. What do you think about that?
Where's Fab?
I shouldn't be hard to find. I've been sending messages.
I was thinking about what to
Text
say.
is SMS. No images whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
No.
So everyone's
Thick
going to be tripping
and
balls,
juicy.
and Juke is just going to stand there and wonder what the crap you guys are doing.
I
It's,
feel like the pick
the
for
only
Witchlight
That's
So
what
we
you
wanna
think,
try, you know?
Juke.
Oh no.
I mean, I was
Baki,
thinking,
that's not gonna work.
I was thinking Oswald VT for the raid. They were also playing D&D, though they were working on monsters and making stat blogs. Ooh, Friday session. I normally stream on
Wait.
Friday, but not this week.
What, you not
All right.
taking my... That's what she's scared of. In character, I wrote it in my document. It's true.
Listen here, you.
I don't have to
I
take
also need your the 6th member to send me their creature. Oh, they already sent it.
Oh.
Okay.
Stop it with
They
the
just wanna
6th
be-
member.
What? What
Ah.
are you talking about?
The 6th member is
Sixth
the
member?
friends we made along the way.
Clearly.
Da-da-da.
Wait a
How about
minute.
chat? Why don't you type what you think is the most terrifying creature in D&D in chat?
Chat, what do you guys think is the scariest D&D creature?
Why
Blink
would you
dogs.
give chat this
Dude,
power?
blink dogs. I like blink dogs.
The kobold? Is that a bald kobold?
Yes. Actually,
a kobold-
if you get a big group of kobolds, it can get dangerous real
It's like a
fast.
kobold who's glued like hair to himself.
Your mom.
Your mom.
Wow. Hurtful.
But true.
Fact. So
The Tarrasque.
So with that, you guys go ahead and you get a punch taken out of your tickets, and he says, "All right." And as he punches each of your tickets, enjoy unlocking the mysteries of your mind in the mystery mine. Keep your hands inside of the mystery mine cart as you go through the mystery mine. Don't leave the cart, whatever you do, inside of the mystery mine, because you'll be lost and it'll be a mystery of mine.
Oh.
He repeats this as he punches each of your tickets.
Oh,
Jesus.
God. The flask comes out.
I mean, you're
Can't tell if he's
supposed
really
to keep your
dedicated or if
hands
it's
and
just-
Comes
arms.
out.
I mean, your hands and arms. Yes.
Did you say the jug of mayonnaise comes
Yeah.
out?
Pull it out. I'll take a chug. You take a chug for the mystery mine.
After eating a
All
crap
right.
ton of cupcakes, you're over here drinking effing mayo.
Jolene will
So
do
they
anything
load you
for
up in
Paula.
What else
they
am I
load
going
you
to
up
do
in the
with any of
mine
this?
cart, and the mine cart can normally hold 8 medium creatures, which is good because that means it can hold all of you plus Juke.
Hey,
Oh, I thought I had to have a cart all to myself.
No, you just
Please.
take up like the back 2 rows.
However, the 6th member needs to get another cart.
they always seem to just kind of
They
somewhere.
you notice there is, as you all settle in, 1 empty seat.
Thank you.
Some sort of conspiracy.
And if you try to sit there or touch it, you realize that something gently prevents you from doing so.
Oh my God.
Is it the DM saying no?
Yes.
I mean,
It's actual sabotage.
fourth wall breaking, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from me. That's literally what
the
I'm telling
mystical
you.
presence of Sab.
It's the
So-
self-insert.
So as it starts, the cart rumbles on, the clickety clack of the wheels as it goes. It's very familiar to riding in your hand cart that you've been doing, except you're not having to push it.
This
Oh,
is
that's
nice.
good. Yeah.
We gotta figure out this technology and steal it.
Can't believe it's actually chat. Oh, frick. Didn't even consider that.
I can't believe it's not butter. As you go in, this giant dragon's mouth has like a creepy pre-recorded laugh roar noise, and then suddenly you're in
laugh track.
Then suddenly you're in free fall.
In a cart.
Like the cart just drops, like a near vertical drop. It's rattling. You're having to hold on, and then in the darkness, it levels off for a minute, and it starts to go through. And let's randomize, and you start to see several old minecart tunnels to various sides, and you see glimpses of shadows going past, and you hear this scraping noise, like something's being dragged along from a tunnel up ahead, and the cart slows further, and you start to get a glimpse of a horn.
Uh-oh.
And the cart slows further as the shadow resolves itself enough that you can see something dripping from a horse-like face.
The edible is kicking in.
Yeah, it's kicking in.
Where will you be when the acid kicks in?
And as the cart almost comes to a stop as it's passing this tunnel, where there is a 17-foot tall unicorn with a blood-drenched face and horn that is catching your eyes and looks to you with a hunger in those eyes. I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone.
Oh,
No.
Wisdom.
Do I get an advantage because I didn't partake of the eye?
You have advantage.
Okay, and this is a wisdom saving throw, is that correct?
Yes.
17.
9.
Thank God for advantage because my first roll was a fucking 1.
Big old 6 for Colleen.
17?
Okay, so I heard a 6.
Yeah.
A 17. What were the others?
9.
Okay.
That
Cabin in the woods. Unicorn escaped.
Okay, so the DC was 12, so it sounds like 3 of you failed.
Oh.
Oh god, the unicorn save.
I'm not even gonna tell you what Jean rolled because it's disgusting. Jean just
So-
lets out the most high-pitched girly scream you've ever heard.
So I was gonna say, it tells you that on a failed save, your character is compelled to scream as the illusion terrifies you to your core and starts to charge at you.
My core.
On a successful save, your character laughs at the illusion because you can see that it is very fake to you. It looks like animatronics jerkily moving around in ways that you can tell are not real.
Jean, it's an animatronic.
The high-pitched scream has not ended.
And then suddenly the cart lurches into motion and starts climbing.
Oh yeah, the music hasn't changed.
Oh, my bad. We can fix that.
I can't believe
Let's
the
see.
new My Little Pony movie is trying to scare you.
It's a soft reboot, okay?
3D now, and I don't know what to do with that emotionally. I don't know if that's true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
The music stopped.
Yeah, I'm looking for the right one. I think it's this one.
Are you talking about that new 3D animation My Little Pony movie? Supposedly the story was great.
As you start climbing further and further, you hear like the clack, 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 clack.
Oh, I'll hold on.
And
to
the
And-
the
animation was bad.
scared.
And there's just enough light to see by as you enter a new area. And you see that there are glowing lichen and fungi on the wall.
Lichens, you say?
And as it goes up, you hear a very soft skittering, and you start to feel something touch you. You feel these threads starting to stick to you,
Yeah.
and it lightens up a bit further, and you see that there are tiny little spiders skittering all along the walls.
No.
And you realize that all these threads are spider webs. And at the top of the hill above you, on the ceiling, slowly lowering itself to be in position to grab the entire minecart, is a massive train cart sized spider.
Holy frack.
Jack is just like fully poofed out.
So Jack, you have disadvantage on this save, Jack.
Oh,
no.
you're gonna vom up all your cupcake. You gotta be careful.
So this is another DC 12 wisdom save.
Wisdom?
Who's sitting in front of?
Oh
is-
god.
who's gonna get
Oh
barfed?
no!
Not 20.
Wait, 7 plus. I barely succeed.
Okay.
12.
5 for me, friends.
Okay.
That's a scary, spooky spider.
So I need
Oh, what
you
kind
to
of save?
keep
I'm sorry?
track of how many fails you have made.
Wisdom save DC what?
DC 12.
That was 4.
Okay.
Do I still get advantage?
Rose.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you didn't look into the eye.
I get advantage too, right?
No.
Dang. I even asked for it and everything.
Yeah, no, I made that.
Okay. So
17.
if you failed, it's the same thing. You believe this to be real. Absolutely real. If you didn't, then the spiders sort of resolve themselves in your eyes as like the tiny little plastic ones that you just throw in the web netting you use at Halloween over bushes and things. And the big one up top, like you can clearly see the legs are just like
Pipe cleaners.
2x4s nailed to each other and painted black. But to
Oh, I
those of
can
you
see
who
that.
failed, terrifyingly real.
Jolene's just stuck in that open scream face.
And then suddenly it plunges down into
Ah.
darkness, and you hear
Blech. Don't like that.
you hear the cart starts meandering like it's following a river, and you see there's a little stream next to you, and as it does, you see that there is a group of people sitting at a campfire. And as they're sitting there, and you get closer, you see that one of them is trying to talk, but nobody who is there seems to hear them or respond to them or even acknowledge their existence.
Oh, that's the worst hell of all.
Oh no. They're a ghost.
And you see them even reach out and like touch one of the other people, and the person responds like they just sort of stumbled and shrug it off, but
no,
no
it's a sixth
acknowledgement
member.
is given. I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone.
10.
16.
9.
All right. It's the same thing. This one doesn't make you scream so much as it just chills you if you fail it. You just you feel horrible about this. What a terrible way to go through existence.
Yeah, that would suck.
That's pretty bad.
And then suddenly it speeds up, and you hear the sounds of a war camp, and you hear fighting and sparring as you start to see hobgoblins and bugbears over and over, and you see them gambling, you see them throwing bones,
Oh,
and
fuck, you know how to get down.
you see them literally gambling with knuckle bones.
Jeez.
What appear to be a whole set of knuckle bones recently taken away. I need everyone to give me a wisdom save, and Severa has disadvantage.
Savas.
What, are you
That's
scared
another
people having a
fail.
good time? Come on.
16.
9.
Oh my god.
I
17.
failed one for once.
Oh, did I not?
Look, I told you.
17.
Bugbears are so scary.
Yeah,
And
dude, they
then-
get reach. Crazy.
And then with a whoosh, it suddenly speeds up incredibly fast.
Oh no.
You're climbing up a mountain. It's going around, and you start to see a large, ramshackle thatch hut. And you hear a wicked cackling on the wind. As
Oh.
you start to come around this hut, you see there's a large cauldron steaming with green glowing liquid. And there's a figure swathed in shadows. And as the cart gets close,
Oh, jeez.
Well, that was
perfect.
scary.
As the cart
Jesus.
gets close, gnarled, bony hands reach out to grab at you. Wisdom saving throw. Jolene, you have disadvantage.
Like that's gonna matter. Come on.
19.
Oh, I actually passed this one.
12.
Oh, I had an 18 and an 8, so a 7 for me.
All right.
15?
Everyone succeeds except Jolene.
Yeah.
And with that, it
Like
climbs up
elbow yoga.
and out. Did anybody get through without failing at all?
Nope.
I failed all but one.
Just one. Yeah, I failed just one.
Okay. But nobody got
Oh,
through
I
with
did.
succeeding all of them.
I should
No.
get a prize for being the most scared. Right?
All right. So any character who failed 3 or more, sound off.
Yeah.
Yes. John failed.
All right.
3, actually.
Perfect.
You're a wisdom boy, too.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
What's that?
Perfect. So that'll come up later.
That'll happen later?
What?
Don't worry about it.
Cool.
I'm
What?
sure it's going to be fine.
What?
Well, I believe him, guys.
I need each of you to roll me a 1d8 for now, though.
Hey.
1d8.
7.
Oh no, I
Five.
meant Jolene and Sean. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
7.
2. Dose.
Oh, Sean.
Why do you
Oh,
do this
Sean.
to John purposely? I know it's.
I
I know
didn't.
it's. on purpose.
I
I
rolled
know
2.
it.
Your dice betrayed you. I got nothing to do with that.
I got a negative.
It's fine. I'm sure it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
We can
It'll
be
be
scared
fine.
together, little buddy. She'll
It-
hold on to Jean to keep him safe.
It'll only last 7 increments of whatever I rolled.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
Lifetimes. Just minutes, hours, lifetimes.
You gauge it by characters, like
Existences. And with that,
Campaigns.
it pops you out 7 campaigns of duration. It pops you out, and you're back in the sunlight of the Witchlight Carnival. Everything's happy-go-lucky. You shake off what you saw below. You shake off this strange music.
Baba Yaga. Ugh.
Jack's
Ooh,
fur is
scary.
kind of like
The music.
sinking
And-
back down again.
And the dwarf looks back and says, "Did you have fun exploring the mysteries of your mind on a truly thrill-seeking ride?"
No,
Uh,
no, this was awful.
Eh,
There were bugbears and plastic spiders and
Wait.
Well, I don't know what there was for you. You all have to confront
You did-
things.
Wait. You knew they were plastic spiders and you were still scared of them?
I mean, it didn't have to be real to be scary.
But they don't have any. You know what? I'm not even touching it. All right, let's go.
I mean, you know.
I
those,
tell you what, since you're all so brave, I've got something for each of you. He reaches into a pouch that was hidden at his side, and he takes out 2 things for each of you.
40 platinum.
He hands you each a small black bandana that is folded up, and he hands each of you a scarf as well. He says, "These handkerchiefs and scarves are compliments of the mystery mine."
We have a bandana and a scarf. Huh?
All right.
And as they're both folded up, but there's some sort of patterning on them.
I'm gonna shake mine out. I want to see it.
When you open it up, you see that there is the name Mystery Mine written on it on the scarf on one side, and then the other side says, "I survived thee," and there's like question marks printed all over it, and then the handkerchief just has the Witchlight Carnival.
hydrate.
It says "Compliments of the Witchlight Carnival" on it.
Everyone take a sip of water. It's time for hydration.
And you hear a loud chime as all the lights in the carnival start to pulse
Mm.
and trail towards the big top.
I think
It
that's
is time
our
to
cue.
crown the Witchlight Monarch.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna put the scarf on real quick before we go.
It screams mystery
I
shack to
survived the
me.
mystery mine.
Yeah.
Gravity
Mystery
Fall.
Yeah. I was thinking the whole time, what is this Uncle Grunklestan?
Yeah, definitely
attraction.
the bad one.
So everyone is led to the big top by the lights, the hands. Everyone comes by and gestures for everyone to go with you.
Make our way that way.
And
Making our way downtown.
as you guys get there and you see that your VIP seats are still held for you,
Oh, heck yeah.
Shit. Dude, we're VIP.
The big
as
top, right?
F.
Yes.
somebody else has fallen in line with you, a sixth member.
It's you. You've been here this whole time.
And yeah, see, I've been here the whole time, see?
Clancy, is that you?
And
Clancy.
and there's a
Recognition?
flash of it. There's a very subtle flash of a pocket, and you see that there is a watch inside the pocket before it's instantly closed again.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's our contact on the inside. Scout's team, see? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bird, but now he's not a bird. He's a man, and he can speak, but only in riddles.
Hey, this is in fact Kell's team with a disguise self spell on.
Ah, look at you. Pat on the back. You did it, mate. I'll slip it into something else. I'll stop.
Jolly good of you. Jolly good. Yes, jolly good. Jolly good. Jolly good. Jolly good.
What?
Jolly good.
Okay, let's just go and sit down. We go sit down.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah. Have you seen Penelope Pit Stop recently?
As you're taking your seats, you see that Dear Legrand is let in, and Dear Legrand has even more flagrant, flamboyant wings attached. Flutters them off. They explode in this glittery sparkling, and Mr. Witch is led in with Dear Legrand. And you see that he moves over to stand next to Candlefoot as the spotlights come on,
There we go.
and Mr.
There we
Light
go.
shouts out to the crowd. Thank you all for joining us. I have been delighted, along with my companion, to have you here at the Witchlight Carnival tonight. We have had a delightful, wonderful crowd. So many have partaken of the events, truly showing the spirit of what we wish to offer. The entertainment, the joy, the delights. You see that Mr. Witch is nodding along and doing his best to smile, though he's also scanning the crowd with a critical eye.
Is that
Mr.
a
Light-
critical- No, never mind.
Mr. Light is waving the Witchlight vein around and says, as you all know, unfortunately, our time here at the carnival must come to an end tonight. But not before we crown the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival. As some of you may or may not know, this is not something that is done lightly. It is something that my lovely assistant, and he holds the Witchlight vein up, decides based on who has brought the most joy, the most delight, and the most entertainment to the carnival, and who has uplifted the mood the most. The vein never makes an incorrect choice, so we shall see what it chooses.
I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Sorry?
I said I am not going to get my hopes up.
Okay. And Mr. Light
It's Severus'
flings
hand.
the vein around, and it starts to fly above him. As it does, you see that it starts to zoom around the crowd and hovers over several people briefly. It passes somewhat quickly over most of them, but it pauses, especially at your group, other than Kettle Steam. It pauses over Jack, and then over Severa,
Severa.
and then Jolene,
Jolene.
and then to Jean,
Sean.
and then to Juke.
Juke.
And it seems to go back and forth between Jean and Juke for a few moments, fluttering away. And you see that Mr. Light
Juka.
is watching with rapt attention.
See a little
Juka.
two
Juke
into
takes
this?
her thumbs and starts pointing towards Jean.
A
Like-
big thread of golden light bursts out of the Witchlight vein as it rushes back to his hand. He catches it. And the gold thread twists and turns and seems to be going between the two of you as it spirals down, but finally alights on Jean's head. This is why I have been using these condition trackers. Every time each of you improved the mood of the Witchlight Carnival, you got a condition tracker. Jean had the most.
I'm no
Jean-
longer dead. Yay!
Jean, you are
That's
being
like very
crowned
appropriate for Jean.
the Witchlight Monarch.
Love that for you.
Everyone starts cheering. Everyone
All
starts
hail King
clapping.
Jean.
And you instantly, as the Witchlight vein pulses, feel a burst of magic rush through you.
Super Saiyan 1.
Candlefoot walks forward and opens a box, and you see inside is a crown. Mr. Witch steps forward and removes the crown of golden butterflies from the hat box and places it on your head, Jean. Mr. Light steps forward, takes the Witchlight vein, and then taps each of your shoulders and knights you. And says, with this, you are now... And he sends a message spell to you. What's your name?
to Jean in particular?
Yeah, he used a message spell, so it's just in your head.
Jean will reply, It's Jean! It's Jean!
Arise,
Hey.
Your Majesty Jean. And they
Jean is
lead you down to
losing
the
it.
they lead you down to the stage as clowns start throwing glitter all over you in multiple colors, and they guide you to a chariot,
Oh my god.
and they start riding you around the entire interior of the Big Top Circus while Palasha the Mermaid bursts out of her tank that's in here and starts singing to everyone. Pixies flutter all around, and Mr. Light is calling out to the crowd and is saying, thank you all for joining us at the Witchlight Carnival tonight. The wonderful Majesty John bids all of his royal subjects a hearty good evening, wishes you safe travels back whence you came, and we all here at the Witchlight Carnival hope to see you once again, whenever you find the time, the whimsy, and the delight to join us. And with that, fireworks go off inside with dancing light spells. And Jean,
Yay. Oh, yes.
you are now aware that you have the charm of the Monarch.
Charm.
You
of
can
the
sprout a
Monarch.
pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have these wings, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Oh, nice.
You further gain a
Whoa.
+5 bonus to all charisma-based ability checks.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ah!
These
That's
effects
actually
last for 1 hour after sprouting your wings. After you use this charm 3 times, it vanishes from you.
Oh man, that means you'll never use it because you're like, well, I gotta wait for the right time.
You'll
Oh,
use
we
it
did.
twice.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down. Ah.
You are Your Majesty, Your Highness, Sir John, the Witchlight Monarch. With that, the lights go off. They are leading you off to one side. Mr. Light and Mr. Witch are both congratulating you. They're thanking you, Jean, in particular, and saying, you and your companions, Mr. Witch is saying, you and your companions were an absolute delight to have here tonight. I want to personally thank you for the enthusiasm which you shared. We're
Jean is
meant
just-
to be... Go ahead.
Sorry, Jean's just like freaking out, just like giddy, absolutely just giddy, like almost like school child giddy,
He's
and it's
never
like
won anything.
it's like waving all his friends over.
No one
Yeah.
comes
And-
because we're like,
and
"Man, fuck this guy."
The hands are slowly like leading people out of the Big Top Carnival now, as you're all gestured over to join and says, Mr. Witch says, if you'd like, we'd be more than happy to have you for dinner tonight. And he
I've
says,
seen that
yes,
episode of The
right?
Simpsons.
he quickly amends that and says, of course, I mean to join us at our dinner table and eat with us.
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Sorry,
Not
I
at.
I think
I
we
know the
safely said
stories
we
your
all agree.
people tell. I couldn't resist.
Your people.
And he says,
All right.
of course, if your majesty doesn't have the time, then I completely understand.
He's a
And-
busy boy.
You see that even like when the Witchlight hands are like passing by you, all of them give some gesture of respect to you now, Jean. Nobody who works at the carnival passes you without giving some form of respect. A tug of the forelock, a tip of the hat, a slight bow.
It's like when you
John
see
is
the queen.
John is trying to wave at every single one of them and like nod and like just over enthusiastically.
John, you can't be friends with everyone. Calm down.
Mr. Light is
I can try.
delighted at what you're doing.
John, I think you need more arms to do that. Here, let me give you one. I'll just take the arm of her armor and give it to John.
Just pops one off.
Give you some reach so everyone can see you better if you hold the other one
Should
up.
just give him the arm of her armor.
And with that, you see that they are slowly closing up shop, and Mr. Witch says, of course, if you don't have time for dinner tonight, then I completely understand.
No. We definitely have time, right? We definitely have time.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Okay.
You see him like reach his hand down like he's going to look at
Oh.
his pocket watch. And then he tries to disguise the gesture by just sticking his hand in his pocket and just leaving it there. And you see that as everyone's leaving, they're being subtle about it. But the hands seem to be paying very special attention to everyone as they go past. And they're making them go one at a time for safety, of course.
For safety.
Right.
Got their little wands out. being
Kelsey
"There's a
walked with
clock."
us, right?
Kelsteam is with you guys.
Okay.
Yes. And
I think we would all agree
Kelsteam-
that dinner sounds amazing.
Kelsteam is looking between you, trying to decide which of you to pass the watch off to.
Before leaving.
Yes.
He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Who has the best sleight of hand in our group?
You don't have to worry about that. Which of you is going to be doing the negotiating?
Elbow
John?
juke. Like, go.
Who's
Mr.
got,
Plus
who's
five
got good
charisma?
persuasion and intimidation?
Juke.
Plus
Not me.
+3 charisma, +7 persuasion, 7 performance. Though my
you have a
deception is
+7?
+5. Yes.
You have a +7
Wow.
in persuasion.
Yes.
That means your lowest roll can be a 16.
Yes.
So yeah, you should go.
Okay. So Kelsteam slips the watch into a pocket or a pouch or a satchel of yours.
Mhm.
And Kelsteam heads out.
He's like, I'm gonna head out.
Peace out,
And-
dudes.
Peace.
You do see like one last glance from Kelsteam that's basically like, you remember our promise before they're gone.
No. You remind
I've got it in my
us-
notes somewhere.
I don't even have a keyboard out right now, so I can't do anything.
What promise at the moment?
The promise
it was
to
to help
try
them
and free the
their
queen.
patron.
Oh yes.
Yep.
So with that,
Oh, we're not gonna.
they
head
lead
out.
you back to the staff area. You see that people are searching around, looking as if they've lost a contact lens somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
As they're all looking for things, and Mr. Light says, "Oh, do join us. We've got our chef working up a delightful feast for us right now." And Mr. Witch looks over you all and goes, "You're the same ones who were here earlier. I see you've got a new friend," gesturing to Severa.
Hello.
Yeah, she's a hoot. She has a jar full of always mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
How delightful. A pleasure to meet you.
There's more to my character than just a
Wow.
mayonnaise.
He doesn't
Go on,
sound
go on.
sarcastic. This is just the way he talks.
Nothing else matters other than the mayonnaise.
Like
So-
you see like a little enough of a quirk of his lips as he says how delightful that you realize he does genuinely mean he thinks it's delightful.
he just has retching bitch voice.
Yes. He
I've
always
never
talks
been
like
more-
this.
He's Ben Stein. I've never been more happy.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do you want
And as
some
he
mayonnaise?
walks, as he goes, I would love that with our meals tonight. Absolutely. And he brings you inside of a wagon. As you step into the wagon, it is not a wagon. It is a giant feasting hall.
Oh, my
Okay
God.
then.
It is essentially
Bigger
a
on the inside,
staff
huh?
area, and it is much bigger inside. You see that it could seat every one of the staff at the Witchlight Carnival for a meal. And he gestures you guys over to a table that looks exactly the same as the other tables. And Mr. Light, with the Witchlight vein, gestures to it, and the chairs rearrange themselves and change in size to perfectly fit each of you. Juke, it forms one of them into a long sort of like couch thing that you can easily lay down on.
Did she get a trough?
Wow.
Wait, I'm just calling a horse.
Wow. Stealing
not
your
a
super
horse.
advantage back.
No, I can get double super advantage because I'm cool.
So with that, they sit down and they say, "Oh, I just wanted to know, where are you all from?" Mr. Light says to you.
That's kind of a difficult question for a centaur.
Yeah, we're kind of around from everywhere. I'm
Oh,
from,
well,
Northern
yes.
Palakia.
I guess originally you would be from where we're from then. Well, most of us here. And he hears you say that, Julian goes, "A delightful area. They make such wonderful, whimsical crafts."
They do. Mostly of bears and honeypots. It's great up there. She like rolls her eyes.
Ah, I see
Never
you've
looks enamored.
tried to distance yourself.
Is it a
And you?
microaggression?
And you, looking to Jack, where are you from?
She
Petco.
looks a little nervous. Like, well, it's a, I don't remember.
Mm.
And he looks at you
Insight?
carefully and tries to see if you have a memory charm on you.
She does not.
Okay.
Can
He
I
goes,
insight that, or
"Well,
do I
I
know
fear
that's
that's-
bullcrap?
And goes, "I fear that's nothing I can assist you with then, unfortunately. I was worried for a moment that one of the trickier cousins of ours might have done something to you, but it doesn't appear so. How about yourself?" Looks to Severa and pauses. "You look a bit familiar. Do you have a sister?"
I do, as a matter of fact, or I did.
"I am so sorry to hear of your loss." Reaches over and like gives you a genuinely upset pat of the hand.
Oh, no, they're not dead anymore. No.
"Oh,
You just-
anymore?"
Well, you know.
Do I?
"I
Potato,
don't
tomato.
know, but if it's a troublesome thing, then we will not speak of it."
There,
know,
there was an
alive
accident.
one day.
You know, there are always accidents. You know, in the laboratory, and one thing led to another. And now we are no longer on speaking terms, but she is no longer dead. No problem.
And this
You
was
notice
Super Mario
that-
Kart?
You notice that there are exactly enough seats at this table for all of you and Mr.
That's
Witch and
what-
Mr. Light, and one extra.
God.
That
I'm gonna
at
lick
some
my
point has
finger
pulled
and-
itself out.
I'm gonna lick my finger and just poke it and see if I get anything.
Nothing.
Weird. You guys seeing this? I think my mind's eye is still open. Mine with an E, by the way. My mind's eye is still open.
And Mr. Witch gives a little chuckle at that and looks to Jean and says, "Well, Your Majesty, is there any particular food you would like to dine on tonight?"
You didn't ask
Wait, you
John
didn't
where
ask-
they're from.
Yeah, ask Jean where he's from. I'm sure that's good. Where are you from, Jean? She really like scooches up closer.
One
and
does
looks-
not question their monarch.
Well, you just questioned what he'd like to eat.
The only questions one gives to a monarch is to better serve their monarch.
Oh snap! This is intense.
We could We can roll
Well,
this
then
place, you
maybe
and me.
maybe you should be asking the questions we've been wanting the answers to. Hint, hint, cough, cough.
You should do it.
No.
Wow, a lot of people coughing at the table tonight. Weird.
Ahem.
Huh.
Oh, she was
Mr. Light, Mr. Light waves the Witchlight vein and says, "We need some waters over here, quick!"
John will kind of look around and say, "Oh, I don't think I've told any of them this since we've started working together, but I don't really know where I'm from. I was raised in a monastery, but I wasn't from there. I think."
Mr. Light, as soon as he hears you are raised in a monastery,
Oh my
looks
God.
at you with the most pitiable expression and is like, "Oh, you poor thing.
Hey, he does good.
I am. Don't worry, you have turned out wonderfully. To have made it here
Yeah, but
as the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival, you've truly risen above what you once were.
you're like
I
a
mean,
Bravo.
It wasn't. He looks genuinely confused because he actually enjoyed growing up in a
God,
monastery.
what a
and
loser.
basically
Oh
the
my
person who
God.
loved him.
But
Was it-
Mr. Light has only met like super boring monks and stuff before.
Right.
Like not the people who would generally enjoy their time at the Witchlight Carnival.
No. It was fine. I was taken in. I'm pretty sure I was an orphan.
I understand. This is a safe place.
but no. Sister Marilyn was really nice, and she taught me everything I know. And I mean, I had to leave because something happened. But
She only used the ruler on me on every occasional Tuesday and Thursday
Whoa,
and
jealous.
Friday, Monday, Wednesday.
Tuesday.
When he
Thursday,
says something
Friday,
happens, Sarah will give him a
Saturday.
sympathetic pat on the knee.
oh,
With your big cold metal hand.
What the hand did
Whoa.
you use? Asshole.
Like, ow.
Remember, she only has a metal hand. She got rid of the other arm after
the
she
silver
lost the
one?
first
It's
hand.
in the bag.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Got it.
Okay, you didn't get rid of it. You temporarily replaced it. As soon
What
as
an
I
upgrade.
understood the weakness of my flesh.
It disgusted me. I sought the certainty and purity of steel. No. John will kind of like, no. It was nice. It was fine. I learned a lot, and I need there's some things I need to do before I can go back, but I've met some great people. He motions around towards the rest of the party,
Hi.
unconsciously kind of motioning towards the empty chair without even realizing it. And we've
But you
had
get
fun.
into this too. Oh no.
We've had fun, and we've found our way here. I mean I'm blessed, not to have to deal with terribly many evil things. Small PTSD moment of unicorns just flashes
Yeah.
across his face, 1,000-yard stare. But no, it's fine.
We're still good.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I've had to deal with any any dangerous fey creatures like hags or anything.
Definitely not.
Their eyes flick to each other for a moment.
And John continues on. It's like, yeah, I mean, we've got it pretty good, right? We've never had to make any like contract agreements with anyone that we didn't all completely agree to and understand the terms of, right?
Well. Yeah, man.
They glance at each other. Mr. Witch leans onto the table, rests his elbows on the table, clasps his hands together,
You gotta
and he
file it.
says,
Robot.
just as one of the hands comes over and whispers something to him, and he nods, and he goes, "So I take it one of you has it."
Wait, it?
John just kind of looks back at him
He
and still smiling, puts his elbows on the table too.
Oh,
He-
dear.
he pulls
Well,
the
yes.
gold chain out of there where it has been severed.
Is that what everyone was looking for?
Are you playing dumb or actually just did not know?
No. I have 8 charisma, so she's a terrible actor.
Okay. I wasn't
No,
sure
she
if
knows.
Jolene was just being like,
No,
okay.
that's why it was so terribly acted. That's
Jean,
not
Jean,
me. It was me being a good actor by being a terrible actor. That's what it was.
Jean's still smiling, but now it's kind of like that, that kind of intense stare.
I've got you where I want you.
Getting them bedroom eyes more like.
Mr. Witch looks to you and says, I can assure you, it has no special powers outside of the carnival. What do you want for it?
Jean kind of looks to the rest of the party. We need information, and we believe you have it.
They glance to each other again. Mr. Light's smile, for the first time, is gone.
Oh, we put away his smile. I hate doing that.
Did you just say that?
Mr. Light looks over, and they stand, and Mr. Witch says, I guess we won't be having that dinner after all, Your Highness. Follow me. And they start
I mean,
heading
put
from
in
the
a to-go
staff
plate.
area. They start heading from the
man is
staff
always
area.
happy.
Jean follow.
Then we get the shattered glass,
Oh,
like
wait,
when you're
there's-
walking in a field in Final Fantasy and you
there's
activate the
a-
random counter.
Was there
But it's a
was,
boss
was
fight.
there a place setting at that table, by the way?
No dishes or food or anything had been brought
So
out
no
yet.
cups were sitting out.
They were about to bring the water out. You see somebody comes
Oh.
out and they have 8 glasses of ice water on a tray. As you're leaving, Mr. Witch waves them off.
I wave him for the
Mr. Witch like full stops when you do that
just,
and just turns and looks at you.
just a glass of water.
And he just goes,
I'll mage hand some water for us all.
Thank you.
and
We
he
ain't gotta-
he gestures at it, and the person brings the tray to each of you.
Okay.
Hmm.
I actually was getting the glass for him. I was not actually planning on drinking the water. I was getting it for him. And I was going to be like, he said he wanted that mayo. At least give him a glass of mayo that he can use for later.
Well, once the mayo's out of the jar, man, you only got a short operational time with it.
So, as you're walking, you see that they are leading you to the Hall of Illusions.
Uh-oh, Pig Girl's gonna get us.
You want the mayonnaise or not?
I crack my knuckles and we're like, we're gonna deal with this.
They look to each other
Are you gonna fight?
and again are quiet. And they say, finally, Mr. Light speaks and says, as they look at Severa, you snuck into the carnival one time, didn't you?
Well, I wouldn't say snack. More like wandered?
Yes, but you got in without a ticket.
Oh, is that what the things?
Ooh, that's
And
nice.
he says, that's why it was taken. Anyone who comes in without a ticket has something precious stolen from them.
Man, he's
And
gone.
whenever that happens, it is always taken to one place. And he gestures to the Hall of Illusions. And he says, Prisme.
Why does that name sound familiar?
That is Zabilna's realm of the Feywild.
Ah.
Follow us. And as you walk in, the mirrors ripple, and as you pass behind them, you see that the mirrors no longer show you as like fat or super tall or anything like this. Instead, the mirrors start to show you as you were as a child.
Ugh, look how
They
small-
basically show you the way you remember yourself at the earliest time of your existence.
Juke is just
And you
Juke in her
noticed
outfit.
that Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's reflections, do not show them as carnival people, as fae. They instead show them as gloomy, sad Shadarkai children.
Oh.
They continue walking through. They take a very specific path. As you go, these reflections seem to get older and older and older until all of your reflections match how you look now. And they pause. And
Is this the right music? by
Mr.
the way?
Mr. Witch holds his hand out for his watch and says, "May I have it back?"
Duke knows that she has it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta feel around for it. I'm like, of course, absolutely. And I hand it back. I was like, we want to
just-
bring joy back to this carnival.
Yeah, joy is good.
True joy.
Just
Also
want my
money.
hand.
It's
He looks to you,
Right,
and
you're right.
Mr. Witch takes it, and he reattaches it to the chain.
Dimension door.
And he says quietly, "Everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror.
Shit.
If you mean to step through, stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where. It will take you to where you can find what each of you seeks."
Just to confirm, that's the entire party together at the location we are looking for. Yes.
I cannot tell you where in Prismere it will take you. But it is the realm of the carnival's patron, Zybilna.
Did you
Say
lose
that-
something? I mean, aside from the watch that I just handed back to you.
Mr. Light cuts in as Mr. Witch tightens his gaze and seems on the verge of possibly doing something, and says, "If you are here to truly set the carnival free, as you say, then there is nothing to be lost. But you seem earnest and honest, so I will tell you the only other thing I can." And he taps the mirror with the vein and says, "This only goes one way."
Good to know.
You'll have to make your own way back.
Well, hopefully we end up back here at some point so we can tell you we did it.
Is there anything on the like nearby on like the ground or like a anywhere
there's-
like a small pebble
this is-
or a rock or
This is, right now, it just looks like a mirror. He told you what you have to do to activate.
oh no, just
it
like
just
in
looks-
the area.
Yeah, it looks exactly like all the other mirrors. Inside of this Hall of Illusions, it is very clean. The only thing that you notice anywhere nearby is there is a small ribbon that seems to have been discarded.
I'm gonna go grab it.
Okay.
You know, when you're traveling away from home, it's always good to bring a reminder so you can find your way back.
They nod to each other, and Mr. Witch says, "Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where," and gestures to whichever of you is brave enough to stand first in front of the mirror.
Jack will.
Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder.
Show me where.
Show me there.
So Jack's going first.
Yes.
I'll go too.
Okay. You have to go one at a time.
Yep.
So Jack is going first. You say it, and a mist swirls in the mirror. Your reflection vanishes, and it looks as if the mirror is now liquid.
Ugh. She reaches out to touch it.
As it does, you feel your hand go through, and you can feel a draft, a breeze on your fur on the other side.
She just pauses for a minute and then goes to step the rest of the way in.
Jack vanishes. The mirror turns back into a normal mirror. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light watch you reverently. Who is next?
I guess Juke. She again apologizes about the watch, and I said, "Wish us luck." And I sing the rhyme, play a little music, walk right through.
Same thing. The mist swirls in the mirror, blotting your reflection, and then it turns to liquid, and you pass through. Who is next?
I like that noise. Good
Oh,
noise.
good sound.
Sean, Severa, Jolene.
I think Baki said Jolene will go out for Juke.
Okay. Jolene, you step up to the mirror. You say the rhyme. Your reflection swirls away in mist, and it turns liquid. How do you go through the mirror?
I think he's still kind of away.
Okay.
He's typing in the chat. Yeah, it says he can't talk
Okay.
right now,
So Jolene.
but he is typing.
Okay. Got it. Jolene walks through, a strut in her step.
Baller style, yes.
That leaves Jean and Severa.
Adjust her boobs
Adjust her
first.
boobs,
That leaves Jean and Severa. Who is next and who is last?
John will kind of just, after you, motion to Severa.
Okay. She will walk up to the mirror and look at Mr. Light, Mr. Witch, and give a short bow. I just wanted to apologize for what I did in the past.
Mr. Light says, "If you can truly help us, that will be all the apology we will ever ask, and we will be in your debt."
Well, don't hold your breath. Here and there, wander yonder, show me where. And she will step backwards into the mirror.
All right. Jean, you're the last one left. The mirror has
Oh.
returned to being a mirror.
John will walk up to the mirror and stop and turn
As
around.
you do, you feel a hand on each of your shoulders. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light each have a hand on your shoulders. Mr. Witch leans very close and says, "Mind the rule of 3. Future, present, past." And Mr. Light says, "Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last."
Future, present, past.
I'll write it for you.
Do a light sparkle.
Sorry, that's all I think of.
Oh, that's true.
Twilight's. Why would you say that?
Anytime I hear about alicorns, I immediately think of Acquisitions Incorporated.
I'm glad you have
Find
that.
the
as a-
alicorn.
And then they
Free the
release
dormant
your
queen.
shoulders.
Queen at last. Okay. Okay, got that in my notes as well. Jean will kind of turn and kind of look at them both quizzically, but will kind of nod. For what it's worth, we didn't want to deceive you, but the carnival is absolutely joyous. and I understand looking for a place to belong. He'll kind of nod his head. And he turns towards the mirror, pulls out his chest, holds up his shield, and clutching his holy symbol in his hand, hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where, and walks toward it.
You feel the sensation of wind rushing at you, almost as if you're falling for a moment.
Huh?
You feel yourself being pulled, twisted, and the crown on your head, made of golden butterflies, flares into this magnificent thing that's almost blinding. And suddenly you find yourself with the rest of your party, standing at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy, twilit sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, it towers over the surrounding landscape. But large sections of it have crumbled away, similar to the one next to you. What remains are separated by large gaps where other portions have collapsed. A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. You are on what might have once been an aqueduct, or perhaps some sort of highway. This structure is massive. It could easily have fit your train and another 3 side by side on it.
Holy crap.
We got a lot of train.
You are 100 feet above the swamp currently.
Oh, is this all swampland? I thought you were talking about this right here.
You are currently on this structure right here.
Yep.
Everything you see seems to be swampland. In the distance, you see a tower in the fog
Oh, that.
that is tilted to one side.
Getting some 14 vibes
You
here.
hear very loud frogs.
Ugh.
And when you
Fire.
look down, you can't see through the soupy fog except for in brief moments. But as you look down, you do see that there are handholds and footholds in the pillars of this causeway. And that there are mushrooms that seem to be used as platforms and steps.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Dang it.
No, the head hog. Said it wrong.
Jean, you're the only one who has a high enough passive perception to notice, as you're contemplating things, that you suddenly catch motion in the sky. You see a great balloon made of patchwork material
in my swamp?
that spins out of control as though punctured. And what immediately catches your eye on it is that one of the pieces of patchwork material has a very familiar logo on it. An A in the center of an I.
Holy shit.
This
That's
balloon
not good.
spins out of control as though it's been punctured, and the wicker basket beneath it swings wildly. It plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog about a mile away from you.
John's just pointing that way. That was an Acquisitions Incorporated balloon.
Well, it had a piece of Acquisitions Incorporated because
Yeah.
it wasn't
salvage
proper. It
parts.
was
It was a-
patchwork.
It was a balloon with a piece of Acquisitions Incorporated stuff on it.
Yeah, the last time you saw the balloon, it was here and it was crashing that away.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
we literally see a balloon on there. Okay.
Yes. And then it was gone.
You sure you're not seeing stuff, John? Maybe that crown's going to your head.
Once John had pointed it out, the rest of you saw it just as it was going into the fog.
That
That's
looks
what they
important.
always say. What, do you want to jump down in this goo and go over there?
John's head pokes back up over the side, the aqueduct already climbing down. Yeah, let's go!
Oh, you little frisky bugger. You just going on?
And how do you expect me to get down there?
Oh,
Carefully.
There are the giant mushroom platforms that you could use.
You gotta look down and you see like a circle, and it looks like this big thing of wind that, like, when you're on your horse, it just kind of shoots you up.
So think of it like a reverse jump puzzle.
Yes.
Just don't fall.
I have a better idea. Juke, come here.
What?
Here.
What the
She's
magic
gonna-
noise?
The magic noise.
She's going to unscrew a ring from her metal finger and offer it out to Juke. It's shaped like a feather.
Okay, you're not. You're. Her immediate response was, "Hold up."
But
Wait a minute.
Wait a
You
minute.
were presenting
A
her
little
with a
rogue
ring,
then.
so she's like, "Whoa, hold on."
A proposal. That's big in centaur
Oh,
culture.
wait,
You
wait,
don't
wait,
believe
no,
me?
no, 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 hang on, yeah, wait, no.
This is the
First of all-
most sacred of sacraments
Da,
you've
da,
completed.
da, da,
Oh,
da,
Always a bridesmaid. I'm
Wait, wait,
32
no.
and
da.
This is not what I meant. This one keeps. This one lets you fall slowly. See the ring of
just gonna
feather fall.
have to
Oh,
Feather
freeze
fall.
my eggs, I
Okay.
guess.
just
Ugh.
not gonna lie, you're very cute. So it got me really flustered. I'm sorry.
You, Separate, instead of handing the ring to her,
phrasing.
it's just gonna walk off the edge.
Wait, did
Well.
you say Sever just walks off the edge?
Yep.
Nice knowing them.
Gone.
I think
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
god.
climb down.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us as a guest.
Stella, everybody.
Go ahead and
Stella.
just, mentally tear your character sheet up.
Yep. Shh.
Where can people find you online? Do you have an Instagram to promote? Or what do you got?
Catch me at twitch.tv.
What are you doing these days?
No.
Drop your social.
Don't
Oh,
All
that's
right.
terrible.
So did we find a way for Juke to get down?
I guess I have a ring of featherfall.
Perfect. So you guys start going down since Juke and Severa just drop. You get down first. Jean is next, and Jack and Julian, I assume you guys are coming behind?
Yes.
Okay. Julian, you're the last one to get down there.
Yep.
And as you do, your high heels squelch into the sticky mud.
Ugh.
Oh man,
Yes.
my stripper heels.
And
I guess
as
we gotta
it
take them
does,
off.
you suddenly see a massive, bright orange and yellow beak lift up out of the fog that is 10 foot thick.
What?
And this is a
thank you.
20-foot tall bird,
Now that's a bird.
pure white feathers. And you see it as a crane. And it looks down at all of you and seems disgusted and flies away.
Oh thank God. I really
As
have a
it
bad
does.
thing with killing birds. So
In a little hut.
As it flies off, you can look around and you see that with your limited visibility, there are tangled mangroves growing out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the fog. Thick purple mushrooms all over rotting logs. There are crickets that glow like fireflies whenever they chirp. And then suddenly, snatched up by frogs.
it seems the
Then you
opposite of
hear-
one as a-
Then you hear several voices in a marching song.
Well, Whalers of the Moon.
With sticks and stones, we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to one wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scarf, that's glorious, thief, notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. The singing is growing louder as you start to see these shapes appear.
This dude dropping bars in chat. Did you hear this?
They're somewhat somewhat short, but you see that there is a noticeable attribute that all of them share, which is two long furry ears on top of their heads.
Oh no.
Furries. Uh-oh.
With a wink and a
No.
grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of his scarf, he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer. Thanks to Agden Longscarf, brigand prince of Prismere. And they're all laughing and amused. And you see two of them in the front are tugging at the reins of a giant snail, while the others have clubs, snares, slings, and other weapons drawn. As you continue to observe them for a moment, you see that their snail is fighting against them as they're dragging it along. They've covered it in packs and things.
Is there like some sort of
And
trail behind this snail?
Yes, there is.
Snail
And you
trail?
realize it's similar to the snails you rode earlier at the carnival.
Oh,
Oh.
I remember
And
that. All
They're
that-
getting closer to you. They seem to be coming right for you.
Dude, they look like a war party.
They look like exactly what they were singing about, that they're a bunch of brigands.
I thought one guy was a brigand, and they're all just like hanger-ons.
And
Do we
you
hide?
see that they start to spot figures, and the ones who are not trying to deal with the snail start like tapping their big clubs into their other hands, and you're, well, what do we have here? And as they get a little closer through the fog, okay, still no reactions.
Well, they clearly see us,
Yes.
so there's no point in trying to hide. That's like,
Well, I'll
we-
pop a leg out. Be like, hey, big boy.
oh my god,
Little boy.
As
you're going for that approach? Okay.
as the one
Why
in
not?
front gets closer and sees you, you realize it's a
Violet.
female Herringon.
I meant
And she
boy
goes-
in the universal boy.
and
As in, like,
she
little
goes-
boys.
She goes, "Oh, love the pizzazz. I'm Jebek, and this is a robbery. If you resist, we're gonna beat you black and blue, take you till you're through, and take all of your stuff back with us. And when we're done with that, there won't be any more fuss."
Wait, hang on.
And
a
her
second.
voice trails off as
How
she
how
sees
far away?
and
The crown.
her voice starts to trail off as she's looking
Oh,
at
no.
each of you, and she sees Juke, and she goes, "This one will know what we're after, I'm sure.
Eh?
We don't need any of your treasure. We don't need your things. We want your delight. Hand it
Want
over,
your
and we'll be on our way."
Are you getting proposition twice?
And she holds out a gourd with a stopper on it and says, "Just come up, put your mouth on it. We'll take your sense of delight from the best gift you've ever received. We'll be on our way." It's about this time that they get a little closer, and one of them, for the first time, spots Jean and elbows Jebek hard. Jebek snarls and looks like they're about to hit him with the club, and they whisper something to Jebek. And Jebek looks forward, and a sneer curls her lip over her buck teeth as she looks at Jean.
He gets all the ladies these days.
Sean kind of looks confused, like, is she looking at me?
Command
I
reverence.
think so.
And she puts her club away and says, "Your Highness."
How is she saying it? Like, what's her body language when she's saying this? What can I tell?
Annoyed, frustrated.
She can't rob us.
Okay. Is she still holding the gourd out, or is she like kind of?
She has
lowering it?
let it drop to her side. And she
Hmm.
says, "Go on, hand it over." And she lifts the gourd back up, but the club is at her side now. The others are watching her intently. The snail is suddenly yanks hard against the ones holding it, lifts one of them off the ground,
Snail.
and you see them drag out essentially riding crops and start smacking the snail.
Hey,
What?
It's not gonna
The snail
snail.
did not do anything?
Jean will kind of stride forward, still looking at her, and kind of look at the gourd. Just kind of looks at him, and goes,
She wiggles it and says, "Your sense of delight from your best gift you've ever received, or we'll have to unpleasant things will happen.
Wait,
So you are asking us to give you our gift of delight, our sense of delight.
from
From
you've
when
the
you
offered-
got
treasure
given your
mode.
best gift.
But you've offered us nothing but a threat of pain, of beating in return.
You see, as you say beating, she like flinches, like a whole body flinch. And she says, unpleasant things would happen, Your Majesty.
Well, she
The others
mentioned
are
black and blue,
The others
right?
look nervous, like their ears are flopping down.
Jean takes another step forward.
I like how
You
your
see her
reaction is
you
so
see her
scared.
arm with the club like tensing. What's your passive insight?
15.
You can tell she is trying as hard as she can to raise the club and hit you. And she cannot.
Jean is just immediately remembering what Mr. Witch told him of mind the rule of 3. And we remember that the 3 rules we were told, I'm guessing, applies to whatever mystical realm we were being sent to. Hospitality,
Yes.
reciprocity, and ownership.
Yes. Though you didn't get
And-
information about reciprocity.
Right. But we were being asked to give up something we rightfully own under duress and threat.
Correct.
So we kill him.
And Jean takes another step forward until he's about, like, basically within swinging distance of Javek.
You can all see like the effort that Jebek's trying to make to attack Jean. Jean, your insight at this range tells you that this has nothing to do with the rules. This is
Oh.
something else.
Jean completely thinks it's
And
related to the rules.
She hisses out. She hisses out when you get close enough and it looks like you're going to actually touch her. You hear, like, under her breath, come on, do it. Do it.
Jean just kind of leans forward. I don't think I will.
Damn.
She, like,
Old
literally
Captain America.
growls and suddenly drops to a knee before you, as do the rest of them.
You could have just beat us.
Jean kind of turns and looks back towards the party with a face of just like, oh my god, I can't believe that actually worked. What the hell am I doing?
We'll give that
Like,
thumbs up
thumbs
like
up.
Hiccup does for when Toothless
It's just
finds
like,
that girl. And
yeah.
it's like, yeah, you're doing it, buddy. And this is pretty hot too, seeing Jean so forward, so Jolene's got the vapors a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Several was
God.
about to lean
Oh,
forward
no,
and
what am I
say
doing?
that too. Just
Oh
Ooh.
god.
he's a
Little
little
elf
attractive
boy.
and he is assertive.
Yeah,
Oh
I've never seen
god.
this
They-
side of him before. Now watch
They-
him while he sleeps, so that's weird.
They're looking around, and then
Anyways,
as you guys are having this conversation and you no longer have eye contact with Jebek, Jebek manages to step back, and that's when all hell breaks loose.
No,
The snail flails to one side and launches one of the Harangon off into the swamp somewhere, and as they splash into something, you hear them say, "Oi, what the?" And then suddenly, and then all the other Harangon run to go help whatever just happened in the fog. The snail, free, realizes it's free and charges at you, and that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no! I thought I was gonna bolt for it, but it's coming for us.
we gotta
Yeah,
do
on your face, Snail. No.
the raptor thing where you hold your hand out, but they sniff your hand, and it's cool in
No.
the end. So
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Oh, jeez.
let's not.
So,
shoot her.
with that,
we
thank you
don't have
everybody for
guns.
joining us. We will see you all
thanks.
next week, which may end up being our guest star's final times playing with us as Severa, or
I
maybe
thought she
not.
died
We will
tonight
see.
by falling
Well,
off
I
the-
mean, it's okay.
by choosing
that-
death. Really.
No, that was the 6th member who fell off.
Oh, well,
That's
they
very
came back
sad.
though, right?
Yeah, they're dead now.
Oh, cool.
GG.
Wait,
If
what?
any of you had just offered to help, like, wow.
Just
inconsiderate.
heartless.
Sean,
Yeah.
calm
Good night,
down.
everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
everyone.
Good night.
Bye bye. Oh, no. I come back for a minute. We need to find someone to raid. Okay. I was like, hang on. No. Raid. Da, 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 da.
Well, now this is awkward.
Well, that's the southern thing to do, isn't it? Where you just like say goodbye, and then like 45 minutes later, you're like at the door.
You're still saying bye
Yep,
45
yep.
minutes
20
later.
minutes later, you
Yep.
got your
You're,
jacket
you're
on.
in the
Alright, we're gonna-
driveway.
we're
You're,
gonna
you're in
go-
the car with the windows rolled down. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yelling as
go
you're
raid
driving on.
Uranus.
Ooh.
Uranus.
They are playing a game I have never seen before, and I want to see what it is. It is called Wildermyth, and it sounds very
Oh.
D&D-esque, so we're gonna go raid them real quick. So anyways, what should our raid message be, guys?
Oops.
Roll initiative.
Oh yeah,
Roll initiative. Yeah, that's
Ro-
good.
roll initiative. You're being raided. Okay. Yes, that's what it'll be. I'm gonna put us on the goodbye screen. Good night, y'all. Snail flail raid. Yep,
everyone.
nope, it's
Snail
snail flail
flail
raid.
Oh, you
Let's
got-
go.
you got
All
snail.
All right. Goodbye,
Is there a
everyone.
snail?
For real this time. Snail flail
night.
raid. Goodbye.